Hello. Hello, yo. Yahoo. It's a me. Marbenzio. I apologize for any background noise. Somebody's playing a movie in the room over and like my microphone's picking some of it up. You may have some lag because of hospital. That's okay. I mean, extenuating circumstances. But I'm glad you could join us still. But yes, hello. Hello and welcome back. We're gonna try and finish up 999. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Sorry, I'm a little tired, but like I'm really excited for this. I'm really excited to finish up 999. And yeah. So without further ado, let's go. God, that library took so long. That little bit of my hyped me up.
Well, there's another door over on the right. There's a card reader next to it.
It's the trash compactor, like from Star Wars.
It's got a red light on it, though, so I'm pretty sure it's locked, too.
But there is a card reader, right?
Yeah.
Then perhaps if we find a key card, we could open the door and leave?
Well, yeah, that might work, but...
Hey! Wait a minute!
It's Clovey.
Are you saying we're gonna have to search through this room for one little card?
I heard the trash compactor creature was force sensitive. Well, I'm glad none of them have the force. I don't think any of these idiots could be Jedi.
Oh, man.
They took a second look at the room they'd found themselves in. Wait, if they had to go through all of this, how the hell did Ace get through it so fast when he went with Lotus? Oh yeah, morphogenetic fields are a force. Morphogenetic, it's one of those. They took a second look at the room they'd found themselves in. It was filled with piles upon piles of all manners of things. In this room you will find a pipe. Examine it many times. Okay. I will do that. Okay. The only word that could describe it was chaotic. Like a weed pipe? No! It was like a tornado had passed through, followed by a giant who had picked up and shaken the entire floor a few times. Or a Mario pipe.
Looks that way.
Junpei's heart fell. Like a metal pipe on the wall or something. Gotcha.
No way!
For real?
Clover and Seven looked as though they were about to cry. Aww.
Well, we can sit down and wait to die, if that's what you prefer. I rather doubt that, however, so it would be wise to start looking. We haven't much time. Let's find that key card.
Derogatory.
Oh, and the Neptune key as well. We won't be able to get through the hallway without it. All right then, let's begin.
Let's go. Seek a way out. A way out? Ain't that a movie? There are piles of crap everywhere. Man, this place is a mess. It's so messy, I don't know where to start. Some of this crap looks familiar. I think a lot of these are parts of the puzzles we've solved in the other rooms. Oh, so this is where he was building. Yeah, I see, like, that's the dead. And there's a red right here. That's a keypad for sure. If that's true, then this room could be Zero's laboratory. Why is there a mannequin head? Perhaps Zero would shut himself in this room to devise the machines and puzzles he'd need to see his plan come to fruition. Okay, so this is a nautical chart. For that one room with... Oh yeah, there was the room with the two mannequins that you had to switch. Maybe. In Junpei, isn't this a nautical table? Yeah, I feel like I've seen this before. New material has been added to the file screen. Yeah, like in the captain's room. But in this route... In this route, we didn't go to the captain's room. Did we? No, we did. This is the captain's room. Never mind. I think. Or this one. Yeah. Yeah, this is captain's room. I think. Yeah. Okay. Gosh, this desk is really big and it feels really sturdy. Yeah, it does seem pretty heavy duty. I suppose it belongs to whoever uses this room, wouldn't you say? Oop, 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 oop. There's some old computer monitors on this desk. You don't see CRT monitors that much anymore. A pipe. Great. Oh, this is a pipe. Pipe. A pipe. A pipe. A pipe. A pipe. A pipe. Pipe. A pipe. A pipe. It's a pipe. A pipe. It's a chair. Look, Junpei, the rest on here looks like Elvis's face. Where? Yeah, how exciting. Where? Oh, I can look over here. There's more junk on the ground. There's a control panel in front of the big screen here. Wonder if any of these buttons do anything. Oh. There's something on the screen now. What's this? There are 15 cells here with numbers and letters in them. Let me see that. I see. So whatever you touch a cell, the one next to it turns on or off. You just gotta use that to make the all cells on the right and the bottom green. Hey Junpei, I found this piece of paper under that thing. You want to take a look at it? Do you think this might have something to do with the puzzle? It's a piece of paper Clover gave to me. There are a bunch of numbers and letters connected by equal signs on it. Just like she said, this is probably related to the puzzle on the screen somehow. Thanks, Clover, this really helps. Hee hee hee. Alright, let's go back and try again. Anyway, it looks like I just need to make all the cells all green. Yeah, that's what I thought. This is the, hexadecimal? Yeah, I think that's what this one was. It's called hexadecimal. Right? Yeah, I believe so. Okay. More than hex? Oh yeah, it is more than hex, because this at A, it just keeps going. Okay. If 13, 6, A needs 10. Oh yeah, hexadeca is 16, gotcha. Reset. It's one of these. Okay. Okay. So I need this to equal 10, so that means I need the 6 and the 4 right here. And then L is 21. So I need both of these to this to equal 21. So that's 4 and 5, and C equals 21 on this one. Okay. So some need to be blank, yeah. Okay. Okay. So, first... Shit, okay. This isn't fun. Because I'm not good at these types of puzzles. I mean, there's probably a specific order. This is a lot harder than I expected. Well, according to the chart Clover gave me, I just need to plug in a number for each letter. I mean, yes. Technically, yeah. I touch any of the 9 cells that aren't the all cells. When I touch a cell, the cell I touch and the ones next to it change. So I just have to touch the right cells to make the all cells all green. Okay. It's like solving a face on a Rubik's Cube. I also cannot solve Rubik's Cubes. Oh, this one took me. Yeah, I imagine why this would take you ages. I'm just gonna look at a different puzzle. That's a pipe. There's a cabinet underneath it. There's a piece of paper in here. What to be found in there, Junpei? I guess one approach is looking at what it takes to get an all clear and thinking about the steps to get there. Yeah, that's what I've been trying to do. Because I know which ones I need in order to get all clear. Pipe. Yep. Looks like someone was working on a solution. I know, Pipe. It's got some handwriting on it, too. New material has been added to the pile screen. Okay. The document says 9-panel cross puzzle first draft on it. It was found in the cabinet in the same clutter room. Since it says first draft, then presumably it was moved upon in the second draft, then the third, and so on. Find the sum of another. Oh, so this is just. Do not calculate the areas that are colored in. Okay, so this was. This is just again like saying what the puzzle actually is. Okay. There's nothing in the other drawers. There's a whole bunch of drawers. Okay. That's it. There's a small cabinet under the pipe. There's a small cabinet under the pipe. I know. Monitor is part of this machine. Really dim though. It's got a map of the world on it, but I can barely see it. I wonder what the hell this thing's for. There's something on the front that looks like a compass. Junpei, it looks like there's a compass on here. Oh, now I get it. What do you mean? I guess you weren't there, Clever, but I solved a puzzle like this one in the wheelhouse. I think I just need to do the same thing here. Yeah, probably part of the big map I got earlier. That's what I'm thinking. The nautical chart? The important part is that nautical table we just found. I just have to match up the directions on the compass with the lines on the nautical table. I used the steering wheel in the wheelhouse, but this time I think I gotta use the wheel attached to the side here. Okay, then show me now, of course. Maybe I ought to run through the instructions. It works the same as the steering house. If I just touch the direction I want to turn to, the compass will turn that direction. Then I just press stop when the compass is pointing where I want it to. I'm betting something will happen if I can do it right. Alright, let's do this. Okay, so it's east. Wait, no. No, that's the end one. Correct? Okay, so south, west, southeast. It loops around the world, yeah. I'm gonna put this in chat. South, west, southeast, northeast, east, north, east. Swiss sneeze. Okay, so south, west, southeast, and then after southeast is northeast, east, north, and then east. Yay! Sweeney Todd, my favorite musical. So Sweeney Todd. Yay, you did it. Good boy, who's a good boy? Knock it off. Hey, we don't have time for screwing around right now. Check out the right side of the monitor. It just kind of slid open and something came out. Just like how I remembered it. Oh yeah, I heard a noise too. You know the big box in the hall by the exit? I think it made a noise, like something unlocking, you know? Edward Swastini hands. A noise, huh? Helm emblem? Okay. Map, okay. Oh, let's see what oh, this is... Well, we now got something on the screen at least. Huh? What's this? Oh, wait a minute. I saw something like this when I figured out that Morse code puzzle back in the communications office. Morse code? Yeah, the dots on here look like dits for Morse code. Oh no, this puzzle? There's 2 dots on the first line, 4 on the second, and 1 on the last. I'm afraid I don't understand. Well, perhaps you should give it a shot anyway. Alright, I'll try. Before I do that, though, maybe I ought to run through the instructions. I hope. Maybe I got it wrong, but... Oh no, I got... I thought when you said oh no, I was just like, oh, do they think it's the brain puzzle again? Because if you did, I do have my notes handy for the brain puzzle. Okay, alright, let's do this. Why? Alright, let's give it another shot. Once we enter our answer, it'll automatically determine if it was correct or not. Alright, let's do this. Oh. Okay. Okay, so we don't have the solution to that one yet. A steel cabinet with a double door. Why we're having a flashback. Oh. Just dropped the emblem of the stealing wheel in here. Okay. Whoa. Well, now we've got something on the monitors, at least. Well, what's that? Looks like some kind of puzzle. I wonder if there are rules. Here, I'll read them to you. When you touch a numbered area, the area will be selected, and it will turn blue to indicate this. Yeah, it does look familiar. Touching a numbered ball after selecting an area will cause that ball to be moved to that area. However, you cannot move the red balls. You can only move 3 to 5 balls into a single area. Press the check button once you have moved all of the balls except for the red ones. The digital root of the balls in the area must match the number for that area. That's it. Okay. Whatever, like they say, practice makes perfect. Let's give it a shot. Don't you mean practice makes perfect? Hey, let's see you solve the next one, then you can make fun of me. Okay, let's see if we can solve a puzzle. Okay, so we have 1 through... You cannot use this number, okay. We have 1 through 8. Okay, so... Okay, 6. Okay, I know that that's 12, 3, 6, let's, let me see if this will work. Nope. Okay. Okay. How do I get 12? Okay. 6, 5, 1. 8, that's 6. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh. No? Huh? Check. Okay, this is right, but nothing's happening. There are still 3 more indentations left empty. I imagine something will happen when they are all filled. Oh, I have to finish the other puzzles first. Shit. Well, shit. Okay. Menu. Study nautical table. There's that. Controls. Off. Back. Okay, so somewhere we must find a Morse code thing. I guess, yeah, search the room a little more, that's what I'm thinking. Huge machine. A pipe, great. Steel cabinet. Drafting table, looks like it's been used quite a bit. It's just a pile of junk, there's nothing useful here. There's a small cabinet under the pipe. Okay, when I touch a cell, the cell I touch and the ones next to it change. So I just have to touch the right cells to make the all cells all green. Okay, let's see if we could... It might just be I'm sitting here pressing buttons for a while. Because I know it needs to be these two, these three, and then this one and this one need to have something in it. Okay, so... Okay. Shit. What even? Shoot. I'm having a aneurysm. No, I'm not. I'm just... This is... I can get most of them. But then I just have the one. Oh, it's so hard. It's so hard. Okay. Do you think maybe this puzzle is an advanced version of the 9-panel cross puzzle plan one? Yes. Yes, probably. Well, let's just look at it again, just in case. 9-panel cross puzzle. Document says, okay, so yeah, this is first draft. Find the sum. I know it's like, find the sum of them that way, and this way they have. Okay, should really look over the instructions. I know how it works, I just can't do it. Okay. Okay, so okay. Fucking, are you kidding me? No. God damn it. Okay, we did it. Finally. I was just like, what if? Oh, my brain was going so fast. Oh. You did it, Junpei. You're so smart. No, I'm not. You seem to have done an excellent job and solved the puzzle. Just what I would have expected of you, Junpei. Hey, come on, you're embarrassing me. Whoa, don't get cocky, kid. We don't got time for that. Look at this. Check out the right edge of the control panel. The lid slid open and something came out. Oh, hell yeah, it's another one. Cross emblem. Is there anything on the back? Okay. Okay, okay, so we did... Oh. There's something written on these. Looks like I got 3 sheets of stuff. New material. Okay, awesome. What's this? Morse code chart? Oh. Oh, hell yeah. Okay, so... Oh, wait. Oh, okay, so I have the entire alphabet. Oh, there's even more shit. There are piles of crap everywhere. This is a pretty impressive mess. If we try and search every one's of these, they're gonna be at it till cows come home. I wonder what you should spell. That's what I'm wondering too. Well, that doesn't seem too bad. We don't have to bring them in ourselves then. Now you get smart with me, kid. How about we deal with this area later, okay guys? Maybe we should try something more promising. It's out of the machine. The rust makes it feel rough. Oh. These monitors hang down from the ceiling. Each screen shows a room on the ship. Okay. I also wonder what we should spell. Okay, well, I can put another emblem in there. Junpei, the puzzle sure looks like a lot. Yeah, but there's more red balls you can't move. The numbers for each area are different, too. Looks like it's got the same rules as the last one, though. You sure you don't want to double check that? No, I'll be fine. If I get confused, I can just look at the screen over there, right? Anyway, like they say, a picture is worth 1,000 words. Let's give it a shot. Isn't that a picture's worth 1,000 words? Hey, should it? At least I'm trying, alright? Junpei's an idiot. Okay. Okay, let's see. What do I need to get to the number 1? I need to make the number 10. I need to do it with... Okay. Okay. I know that's... At least... Okay. 7 and 8... is 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 19, 25. Yeah, that should work. Okay. That's awesome, Junpei. There's only 2 left now. You can do it. Okay, hell yeah. Right, let's figure this out. So we know how to I know how to use the Morse code machine. Okay, so we have 3 lines that we could do, so I'm guessing we have 3 letters. what are we spelling? What's a 3-letter? Is it ace? A-C? E. Nope, okay, that wasn't it. Two, 3, 2? What do you mean by that? Two, 4, 1? Huh? We're supposed to be spelling the amounts of dashes we have. Oh, no, I mean, if we did, we could still... Wait, reset. Oh. Okay. So, let's see, all the letters that have 2 in the front is A, I, M, N. A, I, M, and N. All the ones that have 4 are B, C, F, H, J, L, P, Q, V, X, Y. So that's a lot at X, Y, but only a couple have 1. So that's T, E. Yeah, it's T and E are the only ones that, so the ending is probably gonna be E since we're most likely spelling out a word. What words? Okay, so what word? There are 3-letter words ending in T. Yeah, but I don't think it's gonna work with like what we have because it has to start with an A, an I, an M, and N. Yeah, an M or an N, and I don't think... I mean, we can't do mats or like... because that isn't enough letters in the middle. I just kind of like excluding words ending with T works because of how many there has to be for the second letter. Okay, let's try A. No, okay. I already tried ace. Oh, wait. Maybe it's... Oh, hell yeah. Fuck yeah. It was ice. I see. It seems you have solved the puzzle, Junpei. Excellent work. The answer was ice. How did you know? Hell yeah. Oh, because of... Yeah, Ice 9. All I have to do is listen to the sounds the machine made. After that, it was a trivial matter to decode them. Pretty cool there. Yee! Ah yes, I believe I heard a noise from somewhere on the right to the device. Sounded rather like something sliding open. Do you see anything that made that noise? Yeah, that's true. There's one more thing. I heard a noise from the back of this device. Rather like metal striking wood or something similar, I would say. Well, it's nothing we need to concern ourselves about. Are you sure? It's locked, and you can't get it open. There's nothing in there anymore. Okay, well we have another. Damn, this puzzle looks a lot like the last one. Looks like the rules are the same, though. I've done it. It's the 3rd time, so we should be fine. If you can't think of anything clever, please don't strain yourself. You might hurt something. Yeah, I don't know what metal striking wood means. I'm concerned. Alright, shut me up. Just give me a break, alright? I'll think of something. Okay. So I need to make the number 7. So I have 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So that means it's going to be 3 numbers each. So that one I'm going to put in 7, and this one I'm just going to put in 8. So 8. Okay. Yeah, 2 7s. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yay! Hell yeah! I did it. Excellent work, Junpei. You've got only one left. I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. Okay. But what's the last puzzle? We already did this one. Oh, what's this? The metal shutter looks pretty sturdy. It's framed with black and yellow warning stripes. Alright, let's open it. Oh. No, Snake, don't head to the light. His name is Light. I think. Oh, holy shit. That is pretty damn- yeah, another damn coffin. It says all ice on it. And there's a coffin there, a coffin, a coffin. Oh man, does Seven think? Yeah, he's all pale. He's thinking the same thing I am. No way. Could this be? I'm sorry, but what's going on? It's a coffin. I wonder if there's a vampire in it. Akudama? Surprise, another person is in there. Right, I guess Clover and Sake don't know the story. It's Nagito Komeda! Man, I can't bring myself to tell him. Well, at any rate, let's have a look around. Alright, fine, I'll open it. Okay, Junpei, you can do it. It's just a box. It's just a box. Oh, holy shit. This is a coffin. There's gonna be something horrible in there. I just know it. Okay, okay. Deep breaths. Here we go. Oh man, there's nobody in there. Shit, can't believe I was scared of something like that. What do you mean nobody? Were you expecting someone to be in there? It's a long story. It's a ghost! You let him out! You let Komeda out! Ask Junpei about it sometime. Oh, just like Salmon said, there's nobody in there. There is something in there, though. Well, 2 somethings, actually. What is that? Oh, there are 2 things at the bottom of the coffin. Looks like we've got a plate with an emblem on it, and the Neptune key. Yes, we finally found it. Fuck yeah, now we can get through the hallway. That's correct, Clover, but we do need to get out of this room first, you know? Yeah, I know. Okay, let's get the hell out of here as quickly as possible. Mice? What do you mean? I don't think we'll use the Neptune key in this room. It's really important though, so I'll keep it in my pocket for later. As far as things go, got the coffin emblem. Oh, I just heard 2 things and thought mice. Let's see what happens when I put the last one in. This is the 4th one. The puzzle looks a lot like the last couple. I think this is probably the last one. Once we solve this puzzle, I'm sure something will happen. Alright, I'll solve it in no time. Okay, I need an 8 and a 9. Okay, again, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so one gets 3 numbers and the other gets... Well... Would this work? This combination will not open the door, okay. Okay. How to get to 8? This combination will not open the door. Oh. 5, 7, 8, 9. And this, why isn't it working? Oh, it won't open the door because we need 3 to 5. Damn it, I just don't get this. The rules are displayed on the screen. Maybe I should read it again. The screen's showing me the ball puzzle. When you touch a numbered area, okay, touching a numbered ball, however, you cannot remove them. If you can only move 3 to 5 balls into a single area. Press the check key once you've moved except for the red ones. The digital root of the balls in the area must match the number of the area. I guess those are the rules. Maybe there's words if you back out. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Let me get back to the puzzle. Alright, let's get in. Maybe you need it all in one area? No. Because it said 3 to 5. Oh. Huh? Underneath the keyboard? Way to go! You answered all the questions. Okay, that is weird. That it didn't let me put anything in 9. Guess I heard that as well, from the bottom left corner of the desk, I believe. Oh.
A picture.
In the drawer was a single picture. He picked it up. It was a photograph of 4 men.
What the?
Involuntarily, Junpei's eyebrows shot up. He'd seen 3 of them before.
What the hell is this? This man with a mustache on the right. He's the same guy we found murdered in the captain's quarters.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
He had the zero bracelet on his left arm. And this second man with the glasses and a doctor's coat. He's the 9th man. The one with bracelet number 9.
Damn, okay.
He died after he went into door 5. But this guy, the one in the striped suit. Oh man, that's Ace.
Yeah, I guess it is.
No doubt about it.
7 and Clover had come to peer over Junpei's shoulders.
But what does it mean? What is Ace doing in this picture? Not only Ace, the 9th man and Cap too.
Right. I forgot that this isn't the ending where Ace turns on all of us. As Junpei looked closer, he noticed the expression on each man's face. Their smile suggested that they were close, at least to some degree. Everyone can hear the thinking can. Yeah, the thinking can is a not-so-secret secret.
And they look happy, like they knew each other well. Why? How? How in the world are these 4 men connected?
A snake's voice broke into Junpei's can.
You say Ace is in that picture?
Yeah, it doesn't look like it was taken recently though. Ace, the 9th man, and Cap all look about 10 years younger.
Ah, so the 9th man and the man you found murdered in the captain's quarters are also in the picture?
A snake has entered the thinking can. A new challenger approaches.
Yeah.
Is there anyone else? Or are there only 3 people in the picture?
I'm afraid I can't see it. Snake's voice entered into Junpei's thoughts.
No, there's one more guy. He's got kinda long hair, he looks smart, but a little cold. He's the only one I don't recognize.
Snake knit his eyebrows.
What's the date of the photograph?
It doesn't have one.
Did you look on the back?
The back?
Yeah, Junpei, God.
Yes, the reverse. The other side.
Junpei flipped the picture over. Bet you could recognize his left arm bone.
Huh.
there it was. To be precise, it wasn't a date, but it was certainly significant. Praying for the success of the nonary project with Nijisaki, Kubota, and Musashiro. He read it out loud so that Snake would not be left in the dark. The fact that Snake had to remind Junpei of the other side of the picture. Yeah.
Praying for the success of the nonary project with Nijisaki, Kubota, and Musashiro.
Nonary project. Nijisaki, Kubota, Musashiro. Junpei immediately flipped the picture back over.
Then the 4 men in this picture were the organizers of the nonary game 9 years ago.
Since Hongo wasn't mentioned, Junpei figured that could only mean he'd written the words on the back himself.
That means Ace, the 9th man, and Cap were all responsible for making it happen. But I feel like I should be more shocked about this. It's almost as if that's just how things were always supposed to be.
That their true identities did not come as a surprise was what Junpei found most surprising.
Why? Why am I not surprised? Ace was the one in charge of the nonary project. But why? Why am I so calm? It's like I already knew.
Yeah. It is like you do.
Of course. I understand now.
Do you? Junpei looked over at Snake in his own confusion. He had missed the dark look on the other man's face.
Ace was the CEO of Cradle Pharmaceuticals. He was the one who invented the game 9 years ago. He was Gentaro Hongo.
Ace is Hongo?
Alas, the internet is really not agreeing with me now, so I'll be missing the stream. Aw, I'm sorry. Well, I certainly hope you and your internet, well, you and the internet get better. Just wanted to wish you luck and hope you have a fun time. I will absolutely have a fun time. By the time I start the next game, I hope you will have a better internet connection. Yeah, I hope you have a decent enough time watching the VOD. I hope it is good enough. But yeah, I love you, Maddie. I'll be seeing you later. Even as he asked, Junpei felt as though he'd already known. Almost as if someone had whispered it into his head that yes, of course, Ace was Hongo.
I had my suspicions from the beginning. Their voices were similar. Too similar to be a coincidence. I could never forget his voice. It was the voice of the devil. I couldn't be sure, though. After all, I had no way to check. I certainly couldn't ask him. Even if I had known, however, I would never have told you. Zero made it quite clear what would have happened if I did.
Oh my gosh, I had no idea.
Huh?
I didn't know that Ace was Hongo.
Oh, yes. I suppose you wouldn't have. 9 years ago, you were in Building Q in Nevada, but Hongo was in the Gigantic with us.
I know. That's why I didn't know what Hongo looked like. But why? Why didn't you tell me? I mean, I'm your sister, right? You could have told me.
I'm sorry. I apologize for keeping this from you. But if I'd told you, Clover, you would have told everyone else. And if you did, then I would have been forced to tell them about what happened 9 years ago. I had to prevent that.
Clover and Snake's conversation wasn't of particular interest to Junpei. He still couldn't make sense out of his strange feelings of knowledge. He was trying to organize his thoughts when he heard Seven's voice.
Hey, Junpei. You think I could borrow that picture for a sec?
Sure.
He tears it up. Spits on it. He just like puts it behind him and he lays a big fart on it like, ha, got him. He had no reason to say no, so Junpei handed the picture over. Seven stared at the picture and began to mutter the full names of the project's leaders over and over to himself. Then he pieces it back together. He felt left out for not solving anything.
Nijisaki Musashiro.
Is this when he remembers more? His brow was furrowed and his face was flushed.
Hongo Kubota Nijisaki Musashiro.
He chanted their names to himself, pacing back and forth across the floor.
Hongo Kubota Nijisaki Musashiro.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, like, well, the farthest we had got was him saying, like, he had crawled through the vents and found the kids, and he couldn't remember much after that. So, I mean, technically, if you think about it, he had been in the Gigantic 9 years ago. That could mean that he actually met Snake? Question mark? It's possible. I mean, kind of weird. Yeah, kind of weird how it hasn't come up. Maybe. Seven shouldn't have known their names. After all, he hadn't been there when Junpei and Snake had spoken of them in the library. Maybe something happened? Maybe. But as Junpei watched him pace, it was clear that he did know them.
Hey, Seven, do you...
Shut it! Just be quiet.
His eyes were red, and Junpei could see sweat beginning to bead on his forehead.
I'm this close to remembering. This close.
He was sweating heavily now, but his lips were dry.
Hongo Kubota Nijisaki Musashiro. Cradle Pharmaceuticals. Nonary project.
Then he stopped. Seven set down the picture and looked at the red light near his feet. His eyes narrowed. Then suddenly his eyes went wide and he shot up straight.
Shit.
He's doing his own driving minigame.
What?
The reason Seven hasn't been participating in the minigames is because he's currently doing a minigame in his head and it's never ending.
What's wrong?
Holy shit, this is nuts.
What's nuts?
I remember
Remember what?
everything.
Shit. Oh, maybe it's like a crawl space. Ooh, maybe.
Everything?
Yeah, I remember all of it. My memory's back.
Crawling through his mind.
I remember what happened before I got snatched.
Crawling through the tubes of his mind trying to find some kids. Seven's voice was filled with excitement.
What?
Shock and excitement had frozen Junpei in place, along with Snake and Clover.
Let me tell you what happened.
Seven hastily drew a shaking hand across his mouth and began to speak.
Like Snake said, Ace is Hongo.
The kids hand him a letter and it spells out a word. What word?
From the right, the other three are Musashido, Nijisaki, and Kubota. Musashido was the man with the cash. Nijisaki was Hongo's right-hand man, and Kubota developed the actual technical details of the experiments.
Pig. That's how he knows he's a cop. The mind to children call him a pig. Realization began to dawn on Junpei along with a pressing question.
How do you know all this?
Come on, man, I told you, I finally got my memory back.
No, that's not what I mean. I'm trying to ask you why you knew all this stuff in the first place, before you forgot it.
Seven rubbed the scar on his chin.
You really want to know?
I also have a scar on my chin. It's from when I slipped and fell and busted my chin open on the floor.
Of course.
Me too.
Me too. Snake was the only one who didn't voice any sort of agreement. It looked to Junpei as if he was simply waiting to see where Seven's sudden recovery might take them.
This is gonna take a while. Hell, it'll probably take me a good 3 days to tell you everything.
Well, we don't have 3 days.
Just give us the short version, alright?
Short version, huh?
The big man pulled off his hat and scratched his head. He made a face and put his hat back on.
Alright, fine. I'll give it a shot. No promises, though.
Junpei and Clover nodded earnestly.
I'm a detective. It's a little awkward to say this about myself, but you could probably consider me a lone wolf type. I hold to my own code, as I think doing what's right is more important than doing what you're told.
Hell yeah, he's the good type of cop. I guess.
That's why I followed my gut that night. A slim lead brought me to the wharf. It was 9 years ago. The wharf had been cold as fuck, and I could barely see squat. I was investigating a mess of kidnappings, all of them children. It all had one thing in common: a history of visits to one particular hospital.
Hopefully, difficult to tell from that. Yeah, it is.
A hospital under the management of Cradle Pharmaceuticals.
I mean, also, we've been, like, with Seven the entire time, and he's a pretty decent good dude, so, like, let's hope.
My investigation had turned up evidence that Cradle had been involved in the kidnappings. After a little sweet talking, I managed to finally get a real lead from someone inside Cradle. My source told me this.
Tonight, a ship is set to take the children to a large passenger liner docked offshore.
So I headed to the wharf. In the shadows, I searched the harbor until I found the ship he was talking about. There was a bunch of movement there.
Wonderful. They're having a party. It's a party ship.
Men in black suits, many of them carrying large bags.
It's not a kidnapping, it's a party. Those bags are full of potato chips.
The bags. There was something about the way they moved as they were carried. No doubt about it. There were human beings in those bags. I moved before I realized it.
Human beings.
I came out of hiding with my gun already in my hand.
Don't move.
I felt metal touch the back of my head.
Yeah, we've heard this part of the story.
Drop the gun. I could kill you right now. It'd be easy to get away with it, too.
I should have timed a crab rib too. Something about the way they move.
Just tie an anchor to your feet, and no one would find you for a week. That what you want? The fish here would love a meal.
He kept digging the cold metal thing into my skull.
It's a gun, not a thing.
There was nothing I could do. Did what he said and laid my gun on the ground.
Only a week?
Then suddenly, there was a sharp pain in my neck. A needle.
A drug?
A drug? It's the weed!
That was my last thought. My face hit cold concrete. I was out like a light after that. I woke up on a hard floor. Damn it.
Lying on the
Shit,
cold,
my head
hard
hurts.
ground.
I did a quick once-over of the room.
Damn, those shoes. This is a jazz man.
Where am I? A small, shabby bed, a dirty sink, a toilet with no privacy. I'd seen it countless times as a cop. I'm in a cell, huh? Facing the toilet was a door set into the wall. I was still pretty woozy, but I made my way over to it. I pushed and pulled on it, but it won't open. Not like I expected much else. Would be dumb enough to put me in a cell and leave it unlocked.
I don't know. I mean, probably has happened before, like they forget.
Threw myself against the door a few times, but it wouldn't budge. I knew it. I gave up and made my way back to the bed and sat down. Huh. I sat there for a very, very long time. Who knows how long. Then, I heard a faint voice. The voice was far away. I couldn't understand what it was saying.
Nice timing, Lyra.
But I could hear one. It was pretty high, probably a little kid. Huh? No, it was several. I hear 5, or 6, maybe more. Where? Where are they coming from? I pressed my ear to the wall and tried to listen through it. No, that's not it. Left. It's coming from under the bed? called on the metal frame and flipped the thing over. And there it was.
This face he's making is funny.
The bed had hidden an air vent under it. The hole in the wall was covered by a metal grate. I dropped flat on the floor and peered through the grate. I couldn't see shit, but I knew it in my gut. This was where those voices were coming from. Hold up. Why are there kids here? But then what my inside man told me popped into my head.
Tonight, a ship is set to take the children to a large passenger liner docked offshore.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Am I on that ship? It didn't matter. All I knew was I had to get to those kids. I checked out the metal grate. Could I fit? I stuck my fingers in and grabbed it. And then...
Inside man is just a little person in his jacket pocket. Why are they making this noise while there's a shot of the toilet?
Yeah! How do you like that, you son of a bitch?
He just destroyed the toilet.
I finally got the damn thing off. Sweat was dripping down my face, so I wiped it off and crawled inside.
I don't feel like that's how a shoulder to elbow joint should look. It just looks a little off.
The first bit or so was tight. I had a wriggle on my belly. It wind up eventually, and there was space for me to crawl along on my hands and knees. I went from crawling like a worm in dirt to skittering like a bug. Couldn't say it was much better, but I'd take what I could get. And when I'd been in the thing long enough to start wondering where it'd take me, a massive sound nearly scared the piss out of me. It was like a heavy metal door had just been slammed shut. Then there was a voice.
Oh, we know where this is. He went toilet and it just popped off like a puzzle.
What? I wasn't sure what it meant, but anything with incinerator is bad news. Then, almost as if that was a cue, I heard a mess of young-sounding voices. A bunch of them were straight up screaming in terror. And all the sounds together made a howl that made the hair on my neck stand straight up. Damn it! What the hell is going on here? I scrambled through the duct as fast as I could. It made a giant racket, but I didn't care at that point. I soon found a metal door on the left side of the duct. The kids were screaming on the other side. I found it. I yanked the handle and threw the door open. I almost ripped the metal off its hinges. What the hell is this place? I couldn't believe what I saw. The room had a dome up top, and there had to be about 9 walls, all the same size. Up in the ceiling was an upside-down funnel, almost like a chimney. I looked down. There they were, the kids I'd been searching for.
That's Santa. And that's Snake. That's Lotus. That's one of... Lotus had kids, so I'm guessing this is one of Lotus's daughters. And that's Akane. Yeah, Santa, June, Snake, Lotus's kid.
They all gawked up at me, suddenly silent, for the moment, from surprise and fear. Scared of the room or me, I couldn't tell. Probably both, actually. Not like I can blame them running into a mug like this when they're already scared shitless. I snorted at my own dig at myself and turned to the kids. Don't worry, kids, I'm not your enemy. I'm one of the good guys. All of them stood there, frozen. Well, except one. He was a boy, slightly older than the others, in a private school uniform.
Who the hell are you?
That's Santa for sure.
He stepped forward and glared at me suspiciously. I'm a detective. I'm here to rescue you. It looked like they relaxed some the second I got the words out.
How are you gonna help us?
Where's the exit?
There isn't one. The doors we came in through won't open, and the door over there...
He kind of cut himself off. I think he was considering something before he changed his mind.
Anyway, there's no point. We can't all get out of here. If we don't get out of here, we're gonna be burned to death.
Burned to death.
Can't you hear it? That voice said the incinerator's gonna start up soon. So...
The voice spoke again.
Incineration will begin in 15 minutes.
They only had 15 minutes. I looked back down at the kids. Looks like a good 20 or 30 feet to the floor. No way I could pull them up. Too big of a distance for any of us to reach. What the hell was I gonna do? But then I got an idea. Wait right there. I'm gonna be right back.
What? Where is he going?
Oh,
Are you just gonna leave us here?
They just got frightened again. I'm not the best at that kind of thing, but I tried to reassure them with a smile. Don't worry, all right? I'll be back, I promise. So just stay calm and wait right there. Got it? I didn't wait to hear them respond. There wasn't time. I had to hurry. Well, as fast as a guy could on his hands and knees. Didn't take me long to get back to my cell. Still no way out of there, but I had a plan. I needed something from the room. When I got it, I dove back into the hole and took off towards the incinerator.
He took the toilet with him.
Then... Sorry to keep you waiting, guys. I tipped out the doorway and dropped down the rope I brought with me. Back in the cell, I'd torn the bed sheets into strips and tied them together to make a rope. It was sloppy, but it got the job done.
Spray them all with the toilet water so that they stay safe.
All right, just tie that around yourself, okay? I'll pull you up one at a time.
Right.
Huh. Wait a sec. Something was off. There were more of you before. Where'd the rest of you go? The boy in the uniform answered.
I let them go on ahead. We opened the number 9 door and they left.
What? You're telling me you opened that door?
That's what I said.
Then what the hell are you doing here?
We couldn't go with them.
Why not?
Look, the only people who can go through the numbered door...
He was in the middle of explaining when...
Incineration will begin in 5 minutes.
The wall shook a bit from the voice bouncing around.
Look, that can wait, all right? Just get us out of here!
Right. I grabbed onto the rope. The first one I pulled up was a girl with a ponytail. Next was a girl with a red necktie. A boy in a jacket came after. He said he'd climb up on his own. The boy in the uniform put the last up. Like the other kid, he climbed up the rope himself. He looked pretty scrawny, but I guess he was stronger than he looked. He moved fast, but when he was almost to me, we heard some knocking. Everyone looked at the door. It had a thick, square window set into it. On the other side, an angry face was staring in.
God damn it! What's going on here? Why is the room empty? Where the hell are those fucking kids?
The door opened, and a man stepped in looking half mad with fury. I recognized his face. I saw him many times in photos during my investigation. The man's name was Gintaro Hongo, the CEO of Cradle Pharmaceuticals. Hongo saw the boy hanging from the rope. Yeah! It was like he was an animal. He lunged for the rope. Hurry!
I know!
The boy in the uniform booked it up the rope.
You son of a bitch! Get back here, you little shit!
15 feet. 10. The second I could reach the kid, I grabbed him. I hauled him up and tossed him into the duct behind me. No! Hongo had lost it. His face didn't even look human. It was like the bastard pulled off his fake face. He was really a terrifying devil or some kind of damn monster.
He just unzips his face.
I quickly reeled in the rope, leaving a furious Hongo yelling at me from the floor.
You fucking bastard! You won't get away with this! How dare you compromise this experiment!
Experiment? What experiment?
Incineration will begin in 1 minute.
Hey, old man! What the hell are you doing? Hurry up!
The boy in the uniform was trying to get my attention. I may have thrown a salute in the raging asshole's face before I closed the door behind me.
Nice.
No point to going back to the cell, so we went down the other direction instead. After about 30 feet, we came across another duct on the left. This one was heading down. Everybody nodded and took turns sliding down it. The duct emptied us out into a narrow hallway. There was a door on either side. The one on the left was a normal double door. But the one on the right was familiar. It had black and yellow stripes, and a device next to it on the wall. A plate on it read, Incinerator. Incinerator?
Yeah, that's where we were.
It was the girl with the red tie who answered me. We were inside an incinerator?
Yeah, Hongo might still be there. It looks like it's been shut off, though.
Wait, what? If he's still in there,
Yeah, that's not good.
that meant we better. We gotta get out of here. Go to the other door, hurry! The kids started running, and I was close on their heels.
No, wait, Clover's not here. Clover was in the different project. Remember, Clover was in Nevada, while Snake was in the Gigantic.
On the other side of the door was a large spiral staircase. Run! Didn't need to tell them twice. We went up and up and up. Our feet pounded the steps, our arms pumping fast. We went round, round, and round. The devil was on our tail. The stairway kept going. We passed a couple of landings when the boy in the uniform suddenly spoke.
Something's up. Akane's not catching up to us.
Akane?
My kid sister. The girl with the red necktie.
Oh.
Akane. Akane. That's strange. I didn't remember seeing that name on the list of missing kids.
Hey! Akane!
He kept his hands around his mouth and yelled.
Nobody answered him. Santa and Akane siblings? It might be a different Akane.
Maybe we outran
Maybe.
her.
The boy in the uniform skidded to a stop. I stopped too, and so did the other two kids. When did we do that?
Well, we passed a couple big rooms on the way here. Maybe she took a rest in one of them?
No, that's impossible.
Sorry, Grandpa. You keep going. I gotta go look for her downstairs.
He turned to go. Hey kid, wait! God damn it, I said wait! I don't think the kid even heard me. Fuck! I spun around to the boy in the jacket, the girl with the ponytail. I'm going after him. You two keep going, alright? You got it? The girl nodded and ran up the stairs. But the boy...
I'm going with you.
Aw, little Snake.
I didn't have time to argue. I just nodded and took off down the stairs. I could hear him following me. We ran all the way to the bottom floor, calling for her.
Little baby
Connie
Snake.
was nowhere to be found.
God damn it, where the hell did she go?
I could tell the kid was frustrated.
Wait, nodded? He's blind. Okay, but Seven didn't know that.
And then suddenly...
Help me! Somebody help me!
We heard a girl's voice.
Akane!
The boy in the uniform threw open the door and leapt into the hallway by the incinerator. We rushed in after him. I couldn't for the life of me believe what we were seeing. That bastard Hongo had Akane by the arm and was forcing her into the incinerator.
Come on, goddammit, move!
No, I don't want to! Let me go, please! Let go of me!
That is Akane's... June's VA, huh?
She planted her feet squarely on the floor and was struggling to get away. But Hongo was bigger and stronger. She wasn't gonna win.
Akane!
My brother roared with anger and charged toward Hongo.
Help me!
Huh. I guess this is just confirmation, huh? Huh?
Ah! You're too late, idiot!
Hongo lifted Akane bodily into the air and threw her, still fighting him. into
What the
incinerator.
fuck? Hongo, what the fuck?
Before we could even blink, Hongo had leapt through the door after her. We saw him land inside. And then, the door slammed shut.
Hey, what the fuck?
We ran to the door. We did everything we could think of to get the thing open. But
Fuck! It's no use! The goddamn thing won't move an inch!
he started slamming his fists against the door. He was close to shattering his knuckles with how hard he pounded on it.
Akane! Akane! Are you okay?
So that's why Santa has been like that with June, probably, is because he's just like, huh, this girl reminds me a lot of my little sister. And it really is his little sister, he just doesn't know. That's wild. This is wild.
Her voice was muffled, but all of us could hear the sheer terror in it.
What should I do? I think I'm trapped in here.
Where's Hongo?
Wait. Snake said that siblings were put in separate locations. Why are Akane and Santa in the same location if they're siblings? That's weird. I don't... What?
He went out the other door!
What?
Warning. Warning. Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged. Automatic incineration will take place in 18 minutes. Please evacuate the incinerator immediately. Repeat. Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged.
Are you fucking kidding me? It's the same damn thing!
Are you there?
Yeah, we're here. Just hang on, all right? We're gonna figure out a way to save you.
His words would have seemed like a sick joke to her if she'd been able to see how white and bloodless his face was right then.
Incineration will begin in 17 minutes.
Please help me! I'm really scared! I don't want to die! I don't want to die!
It's gonna be all right. I'll figure something out. I promise. I promise, okay? You hear me? I promise.
It was torture listening to her sobbing on the other side of the door. Her brother was nearly crying himself. He could only stand there, fists clenched so tight his knuckles were white.
It was silent. All they could hear was the creaking of the boat as it shifted in the water. They waited and waited, but Seven didn't continue.
What happened then?
Junpei couldn't wait any longer. He had to know. Seven looked at the floor.
Come on, man. Put yourself in my shoes. It doesn't end good. You think I want to remember that?
Then...
Yeah. Shit. If I'd known it was gonna be like this, I almost wish I hadn't remembered.
Seven shook his head, but there was something Junpei had to know.
Hey, are you sure?
Huh?
Look, I don't want to ask this either, but there's something I don't get. So if you could just tell me, did that girl, Akane, really...
Seven stared straight ahead at nothing.
Yeah, I'm sure. There wasn't anything we could do. After a while, the countdown ended, and we heard something... burning. The fire stopped, but we still didn't move. Me and the jacket kid were frozen. The boy in the uniform collapsed as if he couldn't hold himself up anymore. A few minutes passed. The door opened. The boy in the uniform tripped over his own feet running in. We followed, too numb to speak. The air in the incinerator was hot. Every breath made my lungs feel like they were on fire.
Oh no, yeah.
It was like standing on hot asphalt. The air was wavering, and in the middle of the room, there it lay. The kid's legs were shaking so bad, I don't know how he managed to walk. I couldn't see his face, but his body somehow looked empty.
Oh no, poor Santa.
Finally, he reached it. He fell to his knees as his legs gave out on him. And then...
Junpei felt a cold lump form in the pit of his stomach. A feeling of sickening anticipation washed over him. He could feel his body shivering. He desperately did not want to know the answer he feared he already knew. But he had to ask. He had to know for sure.
Can I ask you one more thing?
What's that?
The girl, Akane. What was her last name?
What does it matter to you?
Just tell me, okay? Please?
Seven looked at Junpei curiously and ran his tongue quickly over his dry lips.
Kurashiki. Her name was Akane Kurashiki.
Something inside of Junpei stopped. He had no more words left. He had no more Junpei left. Oh no, he was just a shell of flesh and bone. Oh no, the can. He's become a flesh can. No. Oh no. Seven turned to Snake.
You were there that day, weren't you?
Junpei empty. Yeet. All out of Junpei. Fresh. We donned fresh, sold out of Junpei.
The tall kid in the jacket. That was you, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. You are correct, Detective.
Junpei's mind was blank, withdrawn from the world. Somewhere far away, he could hear Seven and Snake talking.
Don't misunderstand me. I told you before how Zero threatened me. There was nothing I could do. I couldn't say anything about what happened 9 years ago.
So you're saying you're not working for Zero, right?
Of course not.
Clover, what about you?
Hey, come on! You really think I'm working with Zero? I told you before, you idiot! I was in Nevada, in Building Q. I did hear that a detective rescued the kids on the boat, but I didn't know it was you.
Her surprise seemed to be genuine. Seven regarded Clover for a moment and rubbed his chin thoughtfully.
Well, I guess I believe you.
Clover nodded.
All right, let me ask you another question.
He stuck his hands into his pockets and took a few steps. Then he stopped and turned to face them again.
Santa's real name is Aoi Kurashiki.
Yep.
He's Akane's brother. You know that?
No, I didn't. Did you?
Well, yes. I know Aoi Kurashiki was her brother. But I didn't know he was Santa. At least not from the beginning. 9 years ago, he was in the middle of puberty. His voice is entirely different now. I'm ashamed to say that even my exceptional hearing wasn't able to make that connection.
That my exceptional human hearing.
As such, I had no reason to think Santa was Aoi.
When did you figure it out?
Clover told me that Santa might have been one of the subjects of the initial experiment. It was only a short while ago, while we were leaving the library. When she told me that, I had a feeling.
Santa is Aoi? Akane Kurashiki, June's brother?
That spark caught flame in Junpei's laden mind, and the fog began to clear. Like an engine beginning to turn, images and thoughts began to coalesce in his mind, coming faster and faster, forming bigger images, bigger thoughts, bigger cans, coffee cans, tins, trash cans, bins. Junpei blinked. He was back.
There's still a lot we don't know. I mean, like a lot. But there is one thing I think we can say we know.
What's that?
The body we found in the shower room. It had to be Nijisaki, dressed up to look like Snake.
What?
Come on, man, what kind of detective are you? You didn't figure that out already?
Hey, go easy on me, man. I just got my memory back, all right? Cut me some slack.
Well, if he is, the 3 murders make sense then, don't they? Yeah, that's right. Murder. Kubota blew himself up, but that was murder too. So why did these murders take place?
If Junpei is correct, and the body in the shower room was Nijisaki's, that means all of the people who were murdered were involved with the creation of the Nonary project. Kubota, the person who conducted the actual experiments. Nijisaki, Hongo's assistant. Musashido, the man who financed the project.
You mean this was all just revenge?
I mean, what else? If not revenge.
Santa is Zero. He's getting revenge for the death of his sister.
I love how they keep pressing that Santa is Zero, and every time they press that Santa is Zero, I remain even more convinced that Santa is not Zero. Because that's all it always is when they start pushing for one person being evil, you know without a doubt that that's them saying it's not them.
That's why he killed them.
No, I don't think Santa actually murdered anyone.
In fact, Junpei didn't think he knew. He couldn't explain why or how, but he had no doubt that Santa had killed no one. Perhaps the madness of the last several hours was finally driving him insane, but Junpei had ceased to be surprised at his sudden knowledge, and had even begun to accept it. In fact, Junpei didn't think. His thinking can lay cold and forgotten at his waist.
If I'm right, then it's not hard to figure out who the next victim's gonna be, is it? I'm pretty sure I don't have to tell you.
Yes.
Yep.
Right.
Snake, Clover, and Seven all nodded.
The next target will be Gentaro Hongo.
The person who planned the nonary project.
In other words, Ace.
There was a moment of silence,
What?
and then the room shook. From far away they heard the sudden rush of water.
What the hell's going on here?
It must be 6 a.m. Our time is up.
Shit!
Oh right, yeah. Where are we at in the flowchart? Shit, damn! Damn! We're still over here? Damn! Damn, boy! Damn, you long, boy! Damn, boy, you long! Long, boy! Damn!
Come on, we need to get out of here.
How?
In the drawer that had held the picture was a keycard. Junpei grabbed it.
I'm betting this sucker opens the exit. Come on, let's go.
New material has been added to the file screen. Oh, really? I don't care about... I want to look at the files. A picture taken... Oh, okay. It's just a picture. Okay. Alright, let's type the card. Dee-dee-dee-dee. Yay, it's unlocked. Hell yeah, okay. Now we can go get back to the library. Hurry up, we don't have time, let's go. Alright, let's go. Let's go. You found it. You burned it. You did it. Seek a way out again. The door opened and they stumbled into the library.
Huh. I think the shaking stopped.
It would seem so, but we are yet to be out of danger.
You're right. Let's hurry.
They ran across the hallway.
This exit needs a Uranus card too.
Straight for the large metal door. Next to the door was the Uranus card reader. Back at it again in the library. Oh god, I'll be there for another 30 minutes.
Yeah, I know.
They slid the key card through and the door rumbled open.
All right, it's open. Let's go.
Out of the library and into the hallway they ran. At the end of the hallway was a door. Junpei reached into his pocket to pull out the key as he ran toward it.
Okay, Neptune Key, let's see if you work.
He turned it.
Yes! I think it unlocked.
The lock clicked. As one, they shoved the door open and poured through it. In front of them was another great metal door. Above it was a metal plaque.
It says incinerator. So this is the incinerator.
This is the first time I've seen it from this side, but yeah, I think so.
Then there ought to be a lever near the door.
Yeah, right here.
Junpei ran up to it.
Pull that and the door should open.
Got it.
Get it! Let's go into the incinerator, boys! As he spoke, he pulled the lever. I mean, this isn't the end because holy shit, we still have a bunch after it. In the flowchart, at least. The motor in the door groaned as it slowly ground open. Grinding. There was no time to waste.
Let's go.
As soon as the door had opened far enough to admit them, all four dashed through. And we know that there's some spiral staircase and a few more big rooms, yeah. So it might be a couple more puzzle rooms even after the 9-door or however the fuck we're getting out of the incinerator. Because we have to have met up with the rest. Then suddenly, yep, there before them were the four who they'd parted from earlier. Ace and Lotus stood in front of the number 9 door. Santa was curled into a ball against the wall of the incinerator, holding his stomach. Oh no! And then there was June. She sat slumped against the wall, exhausted.
What the hell is going on?
Oh, they better not have hurt Santa. I don't give a shit about June. It's probably Zero. Fucking goddamn it, Junpei. He skidded to a stop in front of her and knelt down.
What's wrong? Are you okay?
Her face was pale and her lips dry. I don't give a shit. When she spoke, he could barely hear her.
Jumpy, you came to get me.
Of course I did. I made a promise.
I'm so glad you're here. So glad.
She mumbled the same words over and over. Weakly, Junpei could hear his heart breaking.
Hey, what happened to you?
I'm fine. I just fainted. I wasn't feeling very good. I'm feeling a lot better now, though.
Are you sure?
Yes. I just need to rest a little longer. I'm sure I'll be fine.
Maybe June keeps fainting and getting sick. I don't remember if we said this before, but maybe she keeps fainting and getting sick because she also has this time convergence, timeline control memory thing that Junpei is like experiencing in this section. And like that's how she's Zero. Is that like she's remembering all that shit? Yeah. Maybe.
You shouldn't worry about me.
She's looking towards Santa. Junpei turned to look as well.
Santa.
Santa grimaced, his face contorted in pain. Seven grabbed him by the collar and roared at him.
Hey, where is it? Where's the gun? You hide it somewhere?
Santa was shot, idiot. Despite himself, a grunt of pain escaped Santa's lips as Seven shook him.
I don't have it. I got sucker punched and they took the gun.
What? Who took it?
What? Isn't that obvious?
I took the gun.
Yeah, isn't it obvious? Ah, I wonder where we've seen this before. He did indeed have the revolver in his hand. It was pressed against Lotus's temple. I wonder where we've seen this before. This looks awfully familiar. Ace had her pinned to him with the other arm and she was shaking visibly. Her fiery attitude was gone, replaced by fear. She didn't dare speak. There was sweat on her forehead, and when her eyes weren't flickering up to the gun pressed against her, they seemed to desperately want to say something.
Just what the hell do you think you're doing, Ace? Or maybe I ought to say Gentaro Hongo, CEO of Cradle Pharmaceuticals?
Seven's deep baritone rumble shook the walls. Ace sneered.
You have me at a disadvantage, and I don't like that. You know me, but I don't know you. Do you have any idea how much I've suffered? Can you even begin to understand my pain?
Your pain? Boo-hoo, poor little boy, poor little rich boy, boo-hoo, can't commit war crimes. Is he sad cause he can't commit the war crimes and torture little kids, do unethical science experiments? Boo-hoo, he can't kidnap little kids.
The pain of prosopagnosia, right?
Junpei's voice was casual. Or at least it was trying to be.
Another irritating insect. And how do you know that,
Good question.
Junpei couldn't say, he just knew. Another unexplainable mystery.
No matter. If you don't want to answer, it makes no difference to me. This is a waste of time anyway. It's time for me to go.
Good question. I have no idea. Behind Ace, Junpei could see the red. It was placed in the small indentation on the wall. Quickly, Ace placed his hand on the scanner.
First is 1. Give me your hand.
It beeped, and he forced Lotus's hand onto it as well.
8. And with this...
Then at last he reached into the pocket of his jacket. He pulled something out and pressed it against the panel. It's probably the number 9 bracelet. The third asterisk appeared on the red.
9.
The thing he had used for the final verification was the bracelet with the number 9.
The 9th man. Kubota's bracelet.
Yep, that equals 9 for sure.
I believe I've won this game.
His smirk made Junpei's blood boil.
I've had quite a time playing with you. I must thank Zero, I suppose.
Wait, what? Ace doesn't know who Zero is.
Junpei's eyes flickered towards Santa. He hadn't moved since they'd entered the room. Santa was still holding his stomach and groaning as if in immense pain. Junpei wasn't sure if it was real pain, but he wasn't sure it wasn't either. I'm noticing, just like, I think they put a texture on the skin. Like, kind of a very fine papery texture. I noticed that when June's face was up close in the other shot. Just like artist things, like, you know how like when you do a lot of art and start employing different techniques, you notice them in other people's artwork. And I've had a lot of fun playing with textures lately, and I noticed that they have a texture over the skin, which like makes it seem not as plain.
What the hell are you playing, Santa?
At any rate, this game ends now. I will escape, and the rest of you will have a slightly less pleasant ending. I suggest you enjoy your final moments. Goodbye. Wait!
Ace, of course, paid no heed to Seven's request and laid hold of the lever on the red. With a sickening sense of finality, he pulled it.
What? Why isn't it opening?
Because the 9 isn't the 9 bracelet.
One more time.
Lotus tried to take advantage of Ace's confusion and managed to twist herself out of his grasp, but... At the last second, he grabbed hold of her wrists and shoved it onto the red.
Now open!
He waved the number 9 bracelet over the red and then his own bracelet as well. He pulled the lever a second time.
No! What is this? Why?
Wrong timeline for that, Ace.
The digital root should be 9! It has to be 9! Then why? Why isn't it opening?
Ace's fury and confusion had overridden all of her thoughts. What if it was the Q door? They need the letter Q. They don't need a number 9. God. What's wrong with you? He had set down the revolver. It was just below the red.
Now!
Seven chose that moment to act. He moved far faster than a man of his bulk should have been able to, and he launched that bulk straight at Ace. He said, "Pile drive that bitch." Rugby tackle, go for the knees. Cheek to cheek and rap, my dude. That'll take him down like a sack of potatoes. It was over before they knew it.
No!
In the blink of an eye, Ace was on the floor. Nice. He rolled onto his side, groaning in pain.
Ugh.
Go for a German suplex. Get him. Put him in a grapple. Put him in a grab him. Wrestle! Just get him, punch him. Pile drive, snap him in half. Throw his back out. Lotus ran straight for Junpei. She darted around behind him and stuck her head out, making sure to keep Junpei between herself and Ace.
Oh, that was close. Too close. Thank you, Seven.
Don't mention it.
Seven stood over Ace, his breathing slow and heavy. Human shield. Junpei's got plot armor. So, like, of course Lotus would hide behind him.
Just one punch ain't enough for this piece of shit. After what he did 9 years ago, I ought to rip him to pieces. But if a suspect can't talk, they ain't much good. Once he's locked up in a cell, we're gonna have a little chat.
Beat him up!
9 years ago? Then you must be...
Yeah, you finally figured it out, dumbass.
Ace planted his hands on the floor and shook his head. Junpei walked toward him. He stopped and looked down at Ace with pity on his face. That rhymes.
Ace.
Hardware.
You killed Kubota, Nijisaki, and Musashido, didn't you?
Wait, Nijisaki?
He peered at Junpei, genuinely confused.
Oh, right. You don't know yet. Alright, we'll just go through them in order then. Let's start off with Kubota. You talked to Kubota and managed to convince him to go into door 5 alone. You killed him without making it look like you killed him. The way I figure it, you had 4 motives. 1. In the nonary game, the number 9 is dangerous. Whoever had the 9 bracelet could join whatever team they wanted.
Everybody's just like, Junpei, how the fuck are you smart for once? Where is this knowledge coming from?
Adding 9 to any number doesn't change the digital route.
LeMayo, Lotus just having no idea what's going on. Yeah, pretty much. And Santa's still like, oh, I'm trying not to shit myself or throw up or both. Lotus, who the fuck is Kubota?
Which means that number 9 could do whatever they wanted. You wanted to remove that threat as soon as possible. 2. You wanted the number 9 bracelet for yourself, so that you could make use of its power. In fact, you did use it in the murder of Nijisaki. 3. Even if his number hadn't been 9, Kubota was a problem. He knew your past. He knew what had happened 9 years before. You needed to silence him before he told anyone. 4.
Lotus seeing Snake like, when did, what? How did, huh?
But last, and perhaps the most disturbing, you used Kubota as a test. You wanted to know how serious this nonary game was. Was it truly life or death, or simply a harmless prank? You convinced him to break the rules so you could see what would happen. That was why you killed Kubota, but he was only the first. Next was Nijisaki. While everyone was off looking for the missing parts for the Reds, you ran into Nijisaki near the big hospital room. However, because of your prosopagnosia, you didn't realize he was Nijisaki. Chiefly because, when you met him, he was dressed like Snake. That was why you thought Nijisaki was Snake.
No, that's not... That was Nijisaki? Why? How did...
I'll get to that. Anyway, you thought he was Snake. Snake was one of the kids in your experiment 9 years ago.
Snake is just like, hey, you don't get to say that. That's my information.
You remembered him because he was the blind kid, but his presence made you think. Snake was one of my subjects 9 years ago. He probably hates me. But if that's true, why isn't he saying anything?
Junpei spilling the tea on Snake.
Is he keeping quiet because he can't see? Or perhaps he's working with Zero to get revenge on me. Whatever the reason, anyone who knows my past is a threat. Before he tries anything, I need to get rid of him. That was when you decided you had to kill him. The murder weapon was Kubota's bracelet. You just waved it over the red. Verified your own number and then grabbed Nijisaki's arm and forced it over the scanner panel. Then, when the door opened, you kicked him in. 9 seconds later, the door closed. And then 81 seconds passed. And poor Nijisaki was dead.
And you mean to say Snake is still alive?
Snake is just like, yeah, I'm right here.
Sorry to disappoint you, but I'm as good as new. Thank you for killing the wrong man, but I can't say I like knowing that you wanted me dead. Although, to be honest, even if you hadn't tried to kill me, I would still hate you very much.
I would still hate you very much, thanks.
Well, I wouldn't blame you.
Ace's self-derision was frustrating, but Junpei kept his emotions in check and continued. I also love Snake so goddamn much.
Last but not least, let's talk about Musashido's death. When Clover and I were investigating the chart room, you came over to talk to me. Do you remember what you said?
Oh, a pocket watch. Might I take a look at it?
I handed it to you, and you left the room. You had been in charge of the nonary project. Of course, you would have known the solution to every puzzle, which would mean that you also knew how to get out of the wheelhouse.
Oh shit, yeah.
All you had to do was place the watch in the indentation on the door to unlock it. With the door open, you could enter the captain's quarters. Musashido was there. Conveniently placed next to him was an axe that practically begged you to kill him with it. You picked up that axe and buried the blade deep in the other man's chest. One blow was all it took.
Yeah. I was wondering why Ace kept interrupting at weird times during that. It was to make sure that we didn't know. Damn.
And then you returned to the chart room as if nothing had happened.
There was something I wanted to speak with you about, Junpei. Could you come with me for a moment?
I had no reason to say no, so I followed you to the wheelhouse. When we stepped inside, remember how you slipped your hand into my vest? You pulled out a piece of paper, the one I used to cheat during the vote. But that wasn't really what you were after. Your true purpose had been to slip the watch into my pocket. It wasn't a very good plan. Had way too many holes, and someone saying the wrong thing could have brought it all down around you.
Lotus, you cheated during the vote? Lotus, shut up!
You must have been desperate. But what made you willing to risk it all to do it? Ace.
That was the only thing Junpei hadn't been able to figure out.
Musashido's murder is the only one I don't understand. You obviously did it. But why?
Because of this.
He pulls out another gun. Slowly, Ace reached down and pulled something out of his pocket. It was a folded piece of paper.
What's with the paper?
Just read it.
Junpei took it and opened it.
Let's see.
This was what it said.
Number 1. There are 2 ways you might survive this ordeal. The first is to win the nonary game. The second is for you to confess your sins of 9 years past. I have prepared a camera in the captain's quarters. The images captured by that camera will be streamed through a satellite and distributed across the world.
Oh, damn. This bitch.
Simply look into the camera and repent. Once you have confessed everything, I will release you from this ship.
Yeah, oh shit is right.
To make your confession more credible, I have left you a witness in the captain's quarters.
This is live streamed twice. God damn.
Perhaps he will confess with you. The decision is yours. Do as you please.
Damn, Zero set that up knowing Ace would not confess and instead kill the other person and get revenge for Zero. Y'all know that Zero has something set up to just fucking torch Ace alive.
Zero.
When I awoke in that room on D-Deck, I found that in my pocket. That was why I chose door 1 when we voted. If I went through that door, I knew I could get to the captain's quarters. As you said, I knew how to enter the wheelhouse. My plan was to find the pocket watch before anyone else. If I could, then my alibi would be set. At least, that was the plan. Unfortunately for me, you got to it first.
Yee.
That sleight of hand was the best I could manage on short notice.
You meant to kill him from the beginning, then? Musashido, I mean.
I only knew Musashido was the witness after I reached the captain's quarters. I asked him, and he answered. He seemed groggy. Perhaps he had only just awoken from sedation. I suppose Nijisaki was in much the same state. He seemed confused and disoriented when I encountered him. But yes, you are correct. I intended to kill him from the beginning, even though I didn't know who he was.
I like that this is still the picture because there's like still a slight motion blur, so I can only imagine as he's talking, he's like shaking furiously.
I proceeded to the captain's quarters in order to remove this so-called witness.
He says, doing push-ups. Ace had confessed everything. Ace will see a confused, groggy person and just kill them without hesitation. Guys, don't ever take any cough medicine around Ace. If you get sleepy, he will kill you. What energy he had left him with the truth. What energy he had left him with the truth, and he sagged on his knees. Although he had confessed, his sins were not forgiven. Junpei felt revulsion for the pathetic man on the floor near his feet. But in among the revulsion was a hint of pity. After all, Ace had not been the only person who murdered those three men. Junpei spoke quietly.
Ace, you figured it out, haven't you? You were being manipulated.
Yes, so it would seem. I was little more than a puppet, in many ways. Everywhere I went, everything was already prepared. The Reds in the large hospital room were dismantled. Nijisaki was dressed like Snake. There was an axe in the captain's quarters. Musashido was delirious from the anesthetic, so he couldn't fight back. Nijisaki as well. In retrospect, I can't understand how I could have fallen into such a simple trap. But yes, this was a trap. It was Zero's trap, and I fell for it, hook, line, and sinker. I did everything he wanted me to do.
Yeah. By manipulating you, Zero was able to kill 3 people and keep the blood off his own hands. All of this was revenge for what happened 9 years ago. That's why this nonary game happened. Am I right? Santa?
God, Junpei, it's not Santa. I swear to God, it's not Santa. Junpei looked over at Santa. As Junpei spoke, he stood up, his legs still shaky.
Huh? What the hell are you talking about? I don't know any...
Ain't no point trying to play dumb anymore, Santa. Actually, I guess I should call you Aoi Kurashiki, huh?
Seven's face was sad as he spoke.
My memory came back to me, kid. You're Aoi Kurashiki, no doubt about it. Never thought I'd be back in this room talking to you. But hey, I guess this was all part of your plan, right? After all, the person who planned the nonary game this time around was Zero. And Zero's you.
No, it's not.
Looks like you really do have your memories back, huh?
Santa's smile was sarcastic and something else.
Well, I guess there's no point in hiding it then, huh? Yeah, you got me. I'm Aoi Kurashiki.
But I'm not Zero.
I was one of the kids in the nonary game 9 years ago. I made it out. So did Snake over there. But there's one thing... No, I guess there's 2 things you got wrong. Number 1, I ain't Zero.
What?
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's June, idiots.
Sure, I was helping Zero out, but I'm really more of an assistant, like a secretary. But an assistant's only an assistant. I didn't come up with all this. All I did was follow Zero's orders.
Then, if you're not Zero, who is?
Calm down there, Junpei. Didn't I say 2 things? You made one more mistake. Junpei, you just said, all of this was revenge for what happened 9 years ago.
Assistant to murder, LMAO. He's the murder secretary.
That's why this nonary game happened. But that's not it. Revenge isn't the only purpose. There's another reason you guys were playing the nonary game. To save someone.
Save someone?
Right. You were brought here to help my sister. To save Akane.
What the hell are you talking about? Akane Kurashiki died 9 years ago in this room. I was there.
Suddenly, Seven froze. His eyes went as wide as dinner plates and he spun around toward June. Yeah. Junpei followed his gaze.
What?
She was gone. Where June had been, there was nothing.
What the hell? Where is she? Where's Akane Kurashiki?
She's a ghost! Seven began to mumble to himself, a strange series of words strung together as if his mind wasn't functioning properly. His face was twisted with effort as though he were struggling with something they couldn't see. He gritted his teeth and pressed his hands against the sides of his head.
Oh, my head! My head, it feels like it's gonna pop.
Seven! What the hell is going on?
I don't know. I swear to God, my head feels like it's about to explode!
From somewhere far away, they all heard a deep, heavy noise. It sounded like a tremendous wheel slowly beginning to turn. Santa seemed to have entered an almost trance-like state. His words were calm and measured.
What was the nonary project?
June, get out of here. That's Seven's head, not yours. Oh, sorry.
I'm sure you know already, but I'll tell you one more time. It was a project designed to test a particular phenomenon.
What's Ice 9 got to do with this?
And what was that phenomenon? For two organisms to communicate with one another in the absence of physical contact. The morphogenetic field theory.
Oh, so you're right the first time, Lyra. It was morphogenetic.
Could human beings use these invisible fields to exchange information? That was what this experiment was conducted to determine. There were two separate locations. One was the Gigantic, and the other was a building in Nevada called Building Q.
Or... I don't know what the Q stands for. I don't have a joke.
The 9 children trapped in Building Q were faced with numerous puzzles, copies of identical ones in the Gigantic.
Door Q?
They were told to send their answers into the morphic field set and transmit them to their brothers and sisters on the Gigantic. The transmitters were put in Building Q.
Okay, so we know everybody else's connection to it, but Junpei's.
And the receivers were put on the Gigantic. Each sibling pair was supposed to be split up, but there was a mistake. Akane was a transmitter. She should have been in Building Q. However, for some reason, she was placed on the Gigantic with the receivers, like me.
I mean, yes, but everybody else has had direct contact with this experiment in some way. Except for Junpei. Like, Junpei hadn't seen Akane in years. So why?
Perhaps she was mistaken for someone who was supposed to be in Group A. Whatever the case, Akane ended up on the Gigantic. I think I've told you enough. You get it, don't you?
Wait, wouldn't that mean there were 2 receivers in Building Q? That means that there was a transmitter in Building Q and their receiver. That means that there were 2 receivers in Building Q. No. No? I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure you know where this is going, Junpei.
Huh?
Where what is going?
Huh?
Don't play dumb. You know things you shouldn't. Things you couldn't. How did you know Ace had prosopagnosia? How did you know why Ace wanted to kill Kubota and how Nijisaki was killed? Were you surprised when you found out Ace was Hongo? And what about the coffin Snake was trapped in? How the hell did you open it?
Well, that's...
The answer to that is easy. He knew because I knew. Junpei was receiving information that I sent to him through the morphic field set. It's simple, really. How do I know the alternate futures, then? We are zero, maybe. Imagine a river that splits into like an upside-down Y. The river flows from the top to the bottom, from a single stem into two branches. It only flows in one direction. It can never flow backward. Information is the same way. It moves from the past to the future, but never flows backward. That's why people at the river source in the past will never know about those downstream in the future. But the people downstream will never know about one another either. Information only flows along the path of the river. But I am different. I can manipulate the morphic field set to pluck knowledge from the future. I know what happens on either fork of the river, even though the people on either fork know nothing about one another. Now, who am I? I am I, the 9th letter of the alphabet. But I am also zero. No, that's not true. I'm not really zero, not yet. Perhaps you could say I am less than zero. Ooh, so I was right the other day when I jokingly said, wouldn't it be funny if we're zero? Zero is my future. In 9 years, I will be zero. I, the imaginary number. Wait. Oh, I can't do ADVs. I could only do this one. Weird. June. No, Akane. Where did you go?
Santa!
Why's Clover? Oh shit.
Freeze.
Santa's got the gun. Guess he picked it up when we weren't watching. We? No, it says we. Looks like he's turned the tables on Ace, though. Wonder how he likes having a gun to his head.
Get up.
Yeah. Sure isn't about to take the gun off him for a minute, is he? Ace isn't putting up any kind of fight. I mean, I don't think I would either, but he just looks drained. I guess he's going for the door, huh? He doesn't need to verify to go through that door, but...
Hey, what's your plan, Santa? What are you doing?
He can't get through any numbered doors with just 2 people. What the hell is he thinking?
Didn't I tell you? I'm Santa Claus. It's time for me to go make a wish come true.
That's it? That's all he's gonna give us? What the hell does that even mean? Shit, they're out. And now the gate's shut. Looks like the rest of us are stuck in here. They're all looking at me. At least Seven's headache is gone. He seems to be alright. Oh, so Seven must be a receiver as well. Oh, and since we went through without verifying, does that mean he's gonna go boom? This wasn't a door that you needed to verify at, I don't think. I don't know. Well, I guess there's no harm in trying. Let's see if this door still opens.
Damn. Well, it looks like this door isn't opening anytime soon.
Oh, you mean we're trapped?
So it would seem.
What the hell is Santa trying to do?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, what?
Have you considered where we are? There can really only be one thing Santa would do now.
No. No, you can't be serious.
Oh, but he is shit. We've got to do something. Maybe we can still get out through the door 9. There's the red. Yeah, alright, we can do this. I just gotta... No, it's not gonna work. There's no way. The 5 of us can't open this door. 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 plus 8, 26. 2 plus 6 equals 8. Is there any combination that'll work?
Junpei, can I borrow your pen and notebook?
Sure, why not? I don't think I'm going to need them. Ever again. Well, she certainly looks purposeful. Looks like she's writing equations, a lot of them. Huh? Aw man, she doesn't look very happy. What? Hey, no need to be ripping pages out like that. Jeez.
What the hell are you doing, Clover? Give me that!
It's so weird, only... the sudden tone shift in the narrator is so weird. It's like they're so apathetic now. I don't like this. I don't like this. We still have 4 parts left. What the fuck? Yeah, it's such good writing. Like, the fact that I can feel that tone shift and it's just left me uncomfortable. God damn. Alright, at least 7 got it away from her. Maybe now I can get a look at what she was writing. Let's see. Oh. The only one that equals 18 is the one without Lotus.
What? And there's no other way?
Lotus. Looks like she'd figured it out, though. Man, this is just too cruel.
It's okay. Go.
Rip Lotus.
Lotus.
Come on, you know we can't do that.
We could just lift her up through the vents. That's 20 feet up in the air.
Oh, don't give me that. I'm sure you'd love to get rid of me.
God damn it, you idiot!
Whoa, where the hell did that come from? Looks like she expected that about as much as I did.
Without, if you're not... Look, it'd be bad, alright?
For cop, he sure doesn't have much confidence. Human ladder, I mean, that might work.
Bad?
Yeah. If there weren't assholes like you around, I'd be out of a job.
Uh-huh.
Look, I'm just not leaving you behind, alright? End of story.
7.
He's right. I'm not leaving you either.
Me too.
You didn't honestly think I'd abandon you, did you?
You're all idiots.
Act as tough as you want, Lotus. We can all see you're about to cry.
That being said, however, I doubt we would be able to open the door anyway, even if we were to leave Lotus behind.
Huh? Why?
I trust you remember what happened to Ace? I couldn't, see exactly what happened, but I was able to guess what he was attempting to do earlier at the Red.
Oh, yeah.
No! What is this? Why? The digital route should be 9! It has to be 9! Then why? Why isn't it opening?
Just to see, why don't we give it a shot?
Give it a shot.
Yes, that is what I said.
I don't like only being on the ADV screen. I liked the other screen because you could get more information. We don't have the gun. We don't. Santa has it. Because Santa always has the gun. 9.
You were right.
It ain't opening.
But it did open 9 years ago. The digital route was...
You think maybe they changed the settings?
Oops.
Perhaps.
Shit. If we can't get through the door, we can't get out. The walls are way too high. There's no way in hell we could get to that hole 7 popped out of 9 years ago. Yep, there's the hole. Sorry, Wyra, no hole. All we can do is stand here and stare at this door with a 9 on it. Guess this is it. This is the end. Human pyramid, cowards. Akane vision? I was watching. Ah, fuck. We were June. God damn it. I'm gonna fucking throw the game away. Delete it. Delete the game. God damn it. Stupid ass, bitch ass June. Hate this. Bad. The game's bad. Throw it all away. I was watching. I had watched everything that was reflected in his eyes. I was listening. Every sound that vibrated in his eardrums I heard. Smell, taste, touch. You're not allowed to do that. No. Denied. Denied, Wyra. I deny that. Wow. It's bad. Game bad. Throw it away. I felt everything he felt. I knew everything about him. Ew. What he was thinking, what he was feeling, what he was sensing. It's a little obsessive, June. Ew. Go away. You're weird. All of his feelings and worries and fears became mine. My mind, my consciousness was inside of him. Gross. You can't just go inside of people without their permission. Akane. What's wrong with you? Through the morphic field set, we were resonant, and we were as one. I was him, and at the same time, I was an observer. It started with a tremendous noise like a clap of thunder. That was approximately 9 hours ago. A bomb had gone off on the ship we were on. That was when my resonance with him began. My resonant event melted into him and we became one. Instead of Junpei, somehow I found myself in Junpei's mind, 9 years in the future. But I didn't lose myself. I was living in two realities at once. One was the present and the other was the future. Perhaps you can think of it as two movies showing on the same screen at the same time. Eventually, it becomes difficult to separate them and determine which movie is which. However, if I so June did have future. So June projected herself in the future by resonating with Junpei through the future. However, if I concentrated, I was able to focus on one or the other. That was why I was able to grasp what was happening in front of me.
Come on, over here!
That was my brother. He was yelling. I followed him. Around me were 7 other children. They all looked like they were about my age. It's Lotus's daughter.
Come on, hurry up!
We ran down a long straight hallway and burst into the large hospital room. Everyone was arguing. 2 of the boys got in a fist fight. A girl watching them began to cry. I want to go home, she cried. I want to go home. Another girl slapped the crying girl and glared down at her. It had been 2 hours since the nonary game began. We were starting to fall apart. But just when all hope seemed lost, Light started talking. He was blind. I knew his name was Light. 9 years ago, 9 years later, we would call him Snake.
Hello? Everyone? Could you come over here for a moment?
He was older than most of us, and his voice had authority and dignity and a little bit of puberty. The fights died down and we gathered around him.
I have a little sister. She is very important to me. Right now, she is over in Building Q and is desperately trying to send information over to me. Her name is Clover, and today is her 9th birthday.
As he spoke, he pulled something from his pocket. In his hands were 9 4-leaf clovers.
I was going to give these to her as a birthday present. I was outside picking them when I was abducted. I'm sure I've already told you, but I am blind. For a man who can't see, collecting 9 of a very specific plant is, well, it is difficult.
Aw, he's adorable. I love him.
But my sister means a great deal to me, and I hope that these would show her how much I cared for her. Since it's her 9th birthday, I thought 9 4-leaf clovers would be appropriate. Every one of you has a brother or a sister in Building Q with Clover. For their sake, we have to survive. We have to get off this ship.
The ones...
Do you understand?
Oh, that's why. That's why Santa had the clover. The present got delivered.
If we're going to do that, there are 3 things you have to remember. We need trust and love, and we have to have faith in one another. If we can take all 3 of those to heart, then I promise that good luck will come our way. Did you know that the leaves on the 4-leaf clover mean faith, trust, love, and luck? Those words are leaf words. So if you believe what I've told you, and you understand, then I want you each to have one of these. They're a promise between friends.
Yes, the ever-elusive leaf words. He gave a clover to each of us. I took one too. Eventually, he was left with only a single four-leaf clover. He had one last thing to say.
Now, don't ever forget. So long as you have that, we will always be connected. Do you understand?
When he finished, the tension of only a few minutes before was gone. We were calm. Weef. After that, we ran around the ship for a while longer and opened several of the numbered doors until we finally found a door with a number 9 on it. In fact, there were 2 doors with 9 on them, and we found them in the chapel. We split into 2 groups and walked through the doors. Before long, we all found ourselves in a room with a ceiling that looked like an upside-down funnel. For some reason, the room had another 9 number, but this time it was only 1. But if there was only 1 door, that meant only 5 people could escape.
What are we gonna do? There aren't any other doors.
We began to panic. Then, as if things had not gotten bad enough already,
Warning. Warning. Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged.
Hey, sir. Welcome.
Automatic incineration will take place in 18 minutes. Please evacuate the incinerator immediately.
Is it bad of me that I don't give a shit about this part of the story, mostly because I don't care at all about Akane? Like, I could care less about this part of the story.
Repeat. Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged.
What? What's happening? What did that thing say? That didn't sound good.
Snake backstory 2. You're right, I'm here because Snake and Santa are here. My brother always swallowed hard and answered.
I think it means this room is gonna burn.
Burn!
The plaque on the door says incinerator, and that voice said that the incineration is about to start. And incinerate means to burn.
No! Help me!
Abject terror filled the room as everyone began to scream and cry. Every pair of eyes were filled with despair. Then, high up on the wall, a door opened and a man appeared. He was a huge, frightening mountain of a man as large as a bear. 9 years later, we would call him 7.
Don't worry, kids. I'm not your enemy. I'm one of the good guys. I'm a detective. I'm here to rescue you.
The rest happened just like 7 had said it did. The 4 of us who had stayed behind were saved by 7. We crawled through the vent, away from the incinerator, and slid down into the hall. We came out of the other side of door 9. On the wall opposite the door was a set of double doors. We went through those and began to run up the spiral stairs. As we ran, I led the way. Behind me were Nona, my brother Aoi, Snake, and 7. The other children, the ones who had gone through door 9 before us, were up ahead. I could hear them cheering each other on. We ran and ran and ran. We leapt across as many stairs as we could and kept running. The stairs spiraled upward like a tornado. Eventually, I pulled ahead of the rest. Perhaps Nona had slowed them down. Wait, wasn't it Nona that's... Yeah, Nona was the one that Snake said had died. Not Akane. Why are they saying Akane had died? I didn't want to lose them, so I slowed down as well. I didn't stop, but I glanced over my shoulder from time to time to see if they had caught up. That was when I realized...
Oh no, where is it? Did I drop Jumpy's present?
I knew I'd had it with me when we passed through the vents. Then, had I dropped it... No, Nona hadn't died, because Lotus's daughters came back. And Lotus said I never found out what happened to the 2 of them, but it changed them. I had to go back. I had to. But I knew I couldn't tell the others. They would stop me, I was sure of that. I didn't stop to think, I simply moved. I ran to the central hall, the room that connected all the other areas of the ship. I hid in the shadows, and moments later I felt a rush of wind as they ran past me up the staircase. I waited until they were out of sight, and then I ran. I moved as quietly as I could, down and down and down. Finally, I reached the bottom deck. I ran into the hallway and looked around frantically.
There it is!
It was just where I thought it would be, sitting under the opening of the vent. I ran over and snatched it from the floor, but as I ran back toward the stairs in freedom, the door to the incinerator opened and a man stepped out. It was Hongo. Gentaru Hongo. 9 years later, we would call him Ace.
Ah, how wonderful to see you decided to come back.
His smile made my blood run cold. It looked mechanical, as if someone had simply pulled up the corners of his mouth.
Come with me. We must continue the experiment.
Can I? Damn it. I shook my head, eyes wide. Slowly, I began to walk backwards. 1 step, 2 steps, 3 steps. Then I spun around and broke into a run. I felt Hongo's hand close over my left wrist.
I said, come with me.
There was an edge of insanity to his voice now. I pulled as hard as I could.
No! Stop! Let go of me! Let go!
I shook my body and flailed my arms, trying desperately to get Hongo to let go of me. But I was still only a child. I was no match for a man like Hongo.
Stop struggling, goddammit! Do as I tell you!
He heaved on my arm, trying to pull me into the incinerator. I screamed.
Help me! Somebody help me!
Then suddenly,
Akane!
the door to the stairs flew open, and my brother Aoi burst out of it. Behind him came Seven and Snake.
Akane!
He cried my name again as he leapt toward Hongo.
You came back!
I cried out. But then,
Ah! You're too late, idiot!
Hongo threw his full weight against my arm, pulling us both into the incinerator. The force of it threw me to the floor. I scrambled to my feet and looked toward the open number 9 door. Hongo stood between it and me, but behind him I could see my brother, his fists clenched. But those fists never reached Hongo. With the cold, heartless screech of metal on metal, the door slammed shut. Hongo glanced at me mechanically, his face registering that there was an object there, but not anything he would consider a human being. Then he turned away and walked to the red that sat next to the door. He reached into his pocket and removed 2 bracelets. He waved them both over the scanner panel. 2 asterisks appeared on the red. He checked the screen, then tossed the bracelets carelessly onto the floor. What was he doing? What was the point? He made no effort to explain himself, of course. He said nothing at all and walked past me as though I was nothing more than a rock by the roadside. A few moments later, the 2 other doors slid shut as well. Faintly, I could hear someone pounding on the door behind me. I turned around and ran toward the door with the 9.
Akane! Akane! Are you okay?
I could hear a voice from the other side of the door. A worried, frightened voice.
Help me!
My throat was already raw, but I screamed as loud as I could. My voice echoed lonely around the empty room.
What should I do? I think I'm trapped in here!
Where's Hongo?
He went out the other door!
What?
Then it started again.
Warning. Warning. Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged. Incineration will begin in
Oh, we're back at Junpei Vision. Good, because I was getting real tired of Akane's shit. I don't give two fucks about Akane.
18 minutes.
Why can't...
Please evacuate the incinerator immediately.
I don't like this mode. Holy shit. Man, I knew what I was gonna say, but that is one hell of a creepy voice.
I knew it!
It's starting.
Wait, does that mean I'm Junpei's thinking can now? Fuck.
Santa started the incinerator.
Fuck! Man, I never thought I'd hear that damn voice again after 9 years.
What the hell? What the hell? What in God's name are you talking about? It's 9 years this and 9 years that, and when it's not 9 years something, then you're talking about some sort of fucking experiments. You aren't making any sense.
Yeah, Lotus hasn't heard any of the explanations.
I'm sorry, Lotus, but we really don't have time to explain it right now. I promise, I'll tell you everything once we get out of here.
But...
I am the can.
Incineration will begin in...
The can was never a can of Chef Boyardee. What's that? Under the Chef Boyardee label? That's right. It's a can of black beans.
17 minutes.
Lotus with her kids again.
You know what that means, right? Incinerate means burn!
Beans.
What kind of idiot do you think I am? I know what incinerate means.
Well,
God damn it! Okay, fine. I won't ask anything else. Talk about whatever you want. But you have to do something for me. 7, figure this out.
What? Why me?
Just shut up and stop this thing!
How the hell?
There has to be some sort of emergency shut-off button.
There isn't anything like that.
How the hell do you know?
Because I looked for it 9 years ago.
Yeah, Lotus isn't happy about that. Can't really blame her. Wait. The floor, it's moving. What the fuck is that? What else can I say about it but...
What the hell is that?
What is that? What is that?
Why is it Akane vision again? Fucking stupid ass bitch. What else could I say? The floor opened and a machine rose up out of it. It looked like a computer. At least it kind of did. There was a monitor, a keyboard, and a cross-shaped device of some kind. Something about the machine scared me, but I forced myself to walk up to it. I was terrified. Tears poured down my face. I wiped them off even as more took their place and forced myself forward. Finally, I reached it. I looked at the screen. It was blank. All I saw was my own frightened face staring back at me from the glass, drenched in tears. All I can see on the screen is a reflection of my own face. I'm looking kind of freaked out. I know I'm sweating like crazy, but seeing it kind of drives it home. Okay, Junpei, just calm down, alright? Everything's gonna be okay. Ugh. Man, I wish that thing would just shut up.
Incineration will begin in 15 minutes.
Alright, back to this thing. If it's only showing up now, then it's gotta be important. But what the hell am I supposed to do with it?
Hey, move!
Hey, we're all tense, lady. That doesn't mean you get to shove people around.
Okay, it's turned on. There's nothing on the screen, though.
I don't think Akane actually died. You know? I don't think she did. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right, whatever, I hate her.
Oh, this is bad. This is really bad. If there's nothing on here, how are we supposed to do anything with it?
Sure, I'll just push buttons, I'm sure that'll... Huh, well at least it's on now. Solving the puzzle with everyone in the future. What's on the screen, though?
What is this?
What's up?
It looks like some sort of puzzle.
It's got a bunch of numbers and letters scattered across a 5x5 grid. The numbers range from 1 to 8.
Do you think that if we solve this puzzle,
The incinerator will stop? Yeah. Well, we can hope, right?
Alright, puzzle, how do you work? Oh man, that goddamn voice again.
Incineration will
Letters
begin
spell
in
out. Oh, they do?
13 minutes.
Shit, 13 minutes. Can we really do this? My heart feels like it's gonna pop. My heart was pounding like it was about to explode. I stared at the puzzle on the screen. I was sure I had to solve it somehow, but I had no idea how. My connection to Jumpy had been gone for a while. His mind was gone. I couldn't get any more information from him. Oh. So past June was getting the puzzle information from future Junpei. That's what it is. I felt the seconds tick by as I stared at the screen, completely lost. My cheeks felt hot as tears poured over them. Then I heard a voice.
Hey, what are you doing?
It was muffled. I turned around. Pressed against the window in the entry door was a face, a frightening, evil face. It was Hongo. How long had he been watching me?
Don't know what to do.
He was yelling, but his voice was still muffled.
It's simple, really. But I suppose I might as well tell you. Just solve the puzzle on that machine.
His laughter was muffled by the door, but it still tore at my heart like the claws of a vicious monster. I bit my lip and glared at Hongo, struggling to hold back hot tears.
You're a terrible person! I hate you!
Oh my! How could you call a gentleman such as myself a terrible person? That's not very nice.
Like, cartoonishly evil, yeah.
I'm quite fair. I don't use tricks or play dirty. You see? I've even left you a way out.
A way out?
I wish there was another way out.
Didn't you hear me? All you have to do is solve that puzzle. Do that, and you can stop the incinerator.
Seek a way out.
What's the point of stopping it? You'll only capture me and make me do this all again. I'm not going to listen to you. If you're just going to throw me back in here, I might as well just die now.
My goodness, haven't you listened to anything I've said? I told you, I'm a
Are
fair
we at
man.
the Sudoku yet? Yeah, pretty much.
Huh?
Hi, Medi.
If you solve the puzzle, the verification function of the red will in turn activate. If this experiment is to deliver valid results, there must be a chance of success. If you succeed, you will escape.
The verification function of the red?
Also, Medi, I hate the fact that I get so much of Akane's past. This is what you meant by I can't wait until you see later. Because, Jesus Christ, do I just... like, I'm not having fun with Akane's part. I'm not. I'm just like, can we get over it yet? And get back to Junpei and the rest of the gang. Before Hongo left the room, he had scanned 2 bracelets into the red.
Ah, so you do remember. Right now there are 2 numbers in the red. The first is 1, and the second is 3. Say, Akane, what's your number?
I looked down at my left hand. The face on my bracelet showed a 5. 1 plus 3 plus 5 equals 9. I ran to the door with the 9 on it. I grabbed the red and put my hand against the scanner panel.
You really aren't one for listening, are you?
I hear Hongo's muffled voice from across the room. Oh, Akane has Junpei's number. Yeah.
I've already told you, didn't I? Once you solve the puzzle, the verification function of the red will activate. In other words, if you haven't solved the puzzle, you can't enter your number. What kind of fool are you?
The biggest fool. Kill her now.
Why are you doing this?
You could never understand. You don't know what it's like to spend every day surrounded by monkeys.
Ace using huge words to like an 8-year-old, exactly.
Now start the experiment. Solve the puzzle.
I can't! I don't know how!
Just straight up calling this child an idiot. He's a maniac.
Of course you don't. Isn't that the point? You understand, don't you? Access the morphogenetic field and find the solution.
I can't!
Then you'll die. You'll burn alive. It's gonna be quite hot in there in a few minutes.
Jerk.
I imagine it will be very painful.
His horrible laugh echoed across the room, and even after his face disappeared from the window, I could hear it.
Incineration will begin in 10 minutes.
Woo! I was crying, great gulping sobs broken by hiccups that shook my body. I was terrified. I could feel my fear pressing down on me like a tremendous weight. Somehow I forced my shaking legs to carry me back to the device. I stared at the monitor. It does spell out password, huh?
I can't. I just can't. There's no way. I can't figure this out.
What was I going to do? I didn't know. I didn't know. God, the voice acting, it's still amazing. This game is amazing. I hate Akane, but this game is amazing. I didn't even know where to start. Fear scattered my thoughts, and all I could think of was how I was going to die. My palms were set, my knees weak, palms ready, vomit on my sweater ready. My blood was boiling in my veins. It was hot. So hot. I couldn't breathe. I felt dizzy. My heart roared in my chest as if it would pound itself to pieces. I reached into my pocket. I wrapped my hand around the thing I'd come back to get. The doll Jumpy had given me. At least I had that. I held it tight with both hands and prayed.
Help me! Jumpy!
Now. Go fuck yourself. Go die.
Help me! Help me! Help me! Jumpy! 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 Please! Help me!
No. Fuck them kids.
Jumpy!
Fuck. What I goddamn
Akane?
say? Fuck them kids.
Akane!
Who the hell is Akane?
Shut up! Just shut the hell up!
Seven and Lotus don't understand. I think Clover and Snake have an idea, though. Clover's looking at me, and I think Snake may have figured it out. No, it doesn't matter, they're in my way. Where'd she go? Maybe over here?
Akane! Akane! Can you hear me? Akane! Say something!
I love the fact that Lotus is absolutely out of the loop in all of this. It's amazing. I think there is literally only the one ending where we do the brain game where Lotus finds out about all the experimental stuff. Fuck. Did something break our connection? I swear I just heard her. Shit.
Akane! Answer me! Akane!
Jumpy?
Damn, those are some wild-ass Uggs. I spun around. I heard a voice. His voice. I looked around. He wasn't in the room, of course. But I'd heard it so clearly. Like he was right there.
Jumpy!
I screamed as loud as I could.
Akane!
Uggs, but like 9 years in the past.
Jumpy!
Okay, now you've gotten over it. Just start fucking trading information, whatever. That's her, she's there. then that means...
Akane! Akane!
Oh, why didn't he say it? Are you in an incinerator right now?
Yes, I am! How did you know?
I couldn't believe that he knew that. Now I understand what Santa meant.
Right. There's only one way to help her. You were brought here to help my sister. To save Akane.
I think I get it now. That's kind of stupid though, that Jumpy is the one with a connection to Akane and not Santa. Like, God...
Incineration will begin in 7 minutes.
Jumpy, we don't have time!
As quickly as I could, I told him what I had to solve the puzzle. I told him that I had to solve the puzzle in order to stop the incinerator. Siblings, just not blood siblings. Yeah. She is his annoying little sister. It's like weirdly attached to him.
Got it!
And I do. I get everything now. At last, I finally understand what all this means. Do you? Do you? Do you? Do you, Junpei? There's still 3 parts. Do you really understand what all of this means? I have the brain cell. Beautiful. I know why the nonary game was held today. I know why we were kidnapped and brought here. It was all for this moment. All of this was planned out to lead to this one moment. You didn't get another notification again? Melch, I'm so sorry. That sucks. That's weird. You're weird. I'm just kidding, you're not. Oh my god. This is insane. At least it's not all over yet, yeah. I can't believe it, but there's only one possible answer. June is 0. Is Akane Kurashiki. She recreated the history of the future that she had a glimpse of 9 years ago. Yeah. She tried to save herself that way 9 years ago. No, she's trying to save herself right now. 0 is the Akane that we saved currently. If that makes sense. 0 is the saved Akane. The saved version of Akane. Also, like, Akane has the biggest fucking fish walleye look to her. Like, she looks... That's probably another reason why I don't like her, is she looks dumb, because her eyes aren't aligned correctly. That means that there's only one thing for me to do. Even if this is all some sort of insane plan, I will save her. I will save Akane Kurashiki. Akane making sure that a time paradox doesn't happen. Yeah, pretty much. I must save her no matter what.
Incineration will begin in 6 minutes.
The voice reminded me of how much time I had left.
Jumpy!
Yeah, I know! Just hang on, alright? I promise I'll get you out of there!
Just let me solve the fucking puzzle.
I'm not gonna let you die. I promise.
Everybody else is like, Junpei, what the fuck are you talking about?
So don't worry, alright? Just give me a few minutes, okay?
Okay.
My voice shook as I answered. It was hot in the room. It felt like my heart was on fire. 6 minutes or not, my heart burned with my feelings. With my sibling feelings for him. He's your big brother, and that's it. That's as far as it goes. Alright, time to get to work, Junpei. Is Snake talking to them about something? Whatever, it doesn't matter. Snake explaining like, yeah, we know what the fuck is going on. It's morphogenetic fields. Get out of my way.
Hey, what are you...
Just trust me, okay?
Sorry, Lotus, I didn't mean to snap, but there's a lot more at stake here than your pride. I'll apologize later, alright? Now, let's have a look at this thing. Got numbers all over the grid. I think the panels are out of order, so I just need to switch these out. Staring at it isn't going to accomplish anything. I'll just have to try.
Think of what I did all those times before. I'm gonna do this on my own, with my own mind. I'm gonna solve this problem.
With my own mind. I'm doing this without you thinking, Can. Hey. Seek a way out. Oh, so that's what it means when it's literally Junpei's eyes like that. That means that June isn't connected to him. For that part. With my own mind derogatory. And... Success. That was one of the easiest fucking puzzles. Okay, please. Oh, now I need to enter the password? Shit. Okay. No? Error. Okay. What's the password? Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8. Nope. Okay. Okay. What would the password be? I highly doubt it's password. Password? I'm inputting a password now then. Are there any hints? What the hell am I supposed to put here? Password. Oh, maybe password. There's not enough room for password 9. Damn it. The screen appears after I solved the last puzzle. Maybe the hint was in that one? Oh. Shit. 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 Did you do it too fast and not remember the numbers? I did not. I don't remember the numbers. Shit. Reset. I can't. Shit. Shit, I don't remember the numbers. Crisp June? I don't think I have enough. I don't have enough characters for Crisp June. I know it was... Think can. Think... Can... Nope, that doesn't work either. The puzzle, the answer ended up being password, and after it was an extra space. The 9th square. Maybe that's the password. Are you shitting me?
Yes, that's it.
Oh. It's just 9?
Akane, did you get it?
Yes, I did! I solved it! I mean, really, you solved it for me, but I copied everything you did!
Wait, so that means June typed in Crisp June? Oops. Just 9. And that means Akane also watched me type in Junpei for a puzzle. Answer.
Now I just have to press enter.
Then what the hell are you waiting for? Push it!
Okay, I will.
I hit the enter key.
Emergency shutdown command has been confirmed. Incineration system has been disabled.
I can't believe the password is just 9. Network administrators hate him. Click here to find out this idiot's password secrets. Shit, you guys know all of my passwords now. It's just 9. It's just 9. Fuck. I thought when they said you need a stronger password that they were wrong. Why was it just 9?
Jumpy! It worked! It worked! The incinerator shut down! It worked!
Tears rolled down my face as I cried out to him, but they were a very different sort of tears. A wonderful feeling of accomplishment and relief flooded my body. At the same time, what strength I'd had left disappeared and I collapsed to the floor. For a while, I just lay there, laughing and crying and enjoying being alive. Every time I thought about him, I thought my heart would burst.
Whew.
I can't quite believe I did that. But I'm so glad, so glad. I feel like my heart's on fire. No, I don't have time to think about that kind of shit. I need to tell Akane.
Akane! Sorry, but things are kind of busy over here. I'm gonna have to hang up now, okay?
Oh, of course, that's fine.
I wiped the tears from my eyes and nodded vigorously, even though I knew he couldn't see me. Then I looked over at the corner of the floor. There were 2 bracelets Hongo had left behind. Hang up the thinking can. Oh shit, that's where it goes. Damn, this entire time we thought he was just speaking into a thinking can. He was speaking into a phone call to June. It's a baby June. Well, Seven and Lotus don't look particularly happy with me. Not a very nice look to give someone who just saved your lives, guys.
Junpei, are you...
Okay.
Shut it.
Right, okay, so maybe they have a reason to be pissed off. So what if I haven't pressed the enter key yet? Alright, nothing holding me back now. Here goes. Wait.
Incineration will begin in 90 seconds.
It doesn't sound like it's stopping.
What the shit? Why isn't it stopping?
Okay, maybe I didn't hit the key hard enough. Just hit it again. And again. And again. Okay, that's not working either. The alarm's still going off. Junpei just cuts the string. What the hell is going on? I've got all the right numbers in the right boxes. It's perfect. So why the fuck isn't this thing stopping?
Incineration will begin in 60 seconds.
Wait, of course. That's what the numbers that showed up after the puzzle mean. 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 plus 8. 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 plus 8. Snake, Clover, me, 7, and Lotus. Then, door 9. No, that's it. The number on the door isn't a 9. It's not even a number. It's a Q.
It is hidden, but an exit can be found. Seek a way out. Seek a door that...
Holy shit, of course. Then we just have to put the right number into the red and...
Incineration will begin in 30 seconds.
Run, guys! Get to the door! Run!
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Don't have much time. Man, I sure hope they can just trust me on this one or we are all fucked. Alright, no time to explain, just go.
Quick! Verify your numbers on the red!
Verify?
Who?
What combination?
All of us! We all need to verify!
Why?
You really think this is a good time to ask questions? Just do it!
Hurry, 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 hurry!
Incineration will begin in 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, gate has been opened. Incineration system has been disabled.
It was a queue. Lyra, you were correct. It's a door that has a queue. Oh, thank fucking Christ. No, not time to be happy. Time to go.
Hurry! We've only got 9 seconds before the door closes. Go, go, go!
Lyra, you got that galaxy Q brain. Come on, guys, move it. Okay, they're all through. Move it, Junpei. Just in time. And there goes the door. No, don't calm down yet. You're not done. Galaxy brain, activate! We've still gotta find the dead. Ooh.
Shit. Looks like we made it, huh?
Man, that guy sure can laugh when he wants to. Looks like Clover and Lotus are totally out of energy. Snake is shaking his head wearily. I just want to take a nap, but...
Akane? Akane! Can you hear me? Akane!
I want to tell her we made it. I want to tell her how good I feel. But nothing. The door opened. Standing in front of it was my brother.
Akane!
Oi!
I cried his name even though my voice was almost gone from screaming and leapt into his arms.
Oh, oi!
Akane!
I buried my face in his chest and cried again. I cried and cried and cried. The steady thump of his heart in my ear made me feel like I was home. Its beat was almost like a lullaby. Look at Snake, he's just like, what the fuck? I wrapped my arms around him as far as they would go and held him as tight as I could. Also, they still fucked up Santo's hands. They said, give Santo the fucked up hands. They said, fuck his hands up. Just to be there felt like a miracle. I can't contact Akane, quick, someone try to kill me so I can connect to the field. Seven and Lotus look at each other confused, almost silently deciding which of them should throttle him first. Fucked up hands runs in the family, you're right. June also has the weird fucked up hands, but like in the opposite direction. I hadn't felt... Okay, their hand direction fuck up is in... It's on one end, which is Akane's end, is overly feminine, tiny, weird finger hands. And the other direction is yaoi hands. It's over-realistic yaoi man hands. Those are the two directions, and that is the curse of the Kurashiki family. I hate this. God damn it. I hadn't felt the warmth of another human body in what had seemed like an eternity. I just wanted to stay there in his arms forever. I like how he's holding her in like a death grip. Hey boss, I fucked up the sister's hands. Just compensate with the brother's hands. What? 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 OMG, the bracelet's still going. Akane just blows up. The moment I'd passed through the door, my bracelets had begun the countdown to death. I leapt away from him and looked around. The door had already closed. I spotted the dead only a short distance away. It took me only a moment to get to it and scan all the bracelets. I left the ones Hongo had dropped on the scanner panel. That was it. I took a deep breath and looked around again. The huge detective, who we'd call 7 and 9 years, and Snake, the blind boy, were looking at me. They seemed... The blind boy? He wasn't looking at you. They seemed to have been utterly stunned by my sudden appearance. Their eyes were wide and their mouths hung open.
Alright, let's get out of here. If we don't book it, we might run into Hongo again.
Aoi was right. It was time we get moving. The mention of Hongo seemed to jar Seven and Snake out of their surprise, and they nodded. We took off running up the spiraling stairs to freedom. Time for more running. Actually, before running, well, first of all, I'm gonna save because I haven't saved since we started today. No. And then, I'm gonna take a quick 5-minute bathroom drink refill break because we've been going for 3 hours. God damn it. Damn it. Fuck. I gotta... No, I can't. I can't. I gotta... Mouth... I have to... It's pee time. It's potty. It's potty time. It's time for pee. I'll run later. Yeah, like 5 minutes, and then we'll be back. It's been 3 hours, and I drank so much, and I think I might pee myself. I'll be back in a bit. Hello. I'm back. Yoo-hoo. Big summer blowout. Okay. Okie dokie. Awesome. I am back. Yes. Time for more running. Oh, you were tabbed out? Oh. You good now? But if they can get us out of here, no wonder we're running so hard. You're good? Awesome. My heart's beating so hard I can barely hear. God, I can't wait to breathe real air again. Huh? Is Seven talking?
Hey, Junpei, can I ask you something?
What's up?
That door, the one with the 9 on it. Why'd it open?
Yeah, all 5 of us verified our numbers on the red.
I like there's like a huge motion blur on Lotus's titties, which just makes me think like, ow. Ow, that's gotta be so, that's gotta hurt. That's gotta hurt.
2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 plus 8 is 26. That makes our digital root 8. It shouldn't have opened.
That's not like you, Lotus. I thought you would have figured it out already.
Lotus's vibrating tits. Oh no. Oh no.
Huh? Why?
Because you were the person who taught me about the idea of bases.
Bases?
Yeah. What are the 2 numbers in base 2?
0 and 1.
How about base 10?
That goes from 0 to 9, right?
Then how about base 16?
0 through F. After 9, it starts at A and goes from there. B, C, D, etc.
You're right. In other words, A in base 16 is 10 in base 10. B is 11, C is 12, D is 13, and so on.
So, what about it?
You don't get it? What if we keep going with that pattern? What if you go way past base 16 all the way to base 27?
Base 27?
Yeah.
Well, the numerical digits are the same. So, I guess you'd add alphabetical digits. E is 14, F is 15, G is 16,
H is 17, I is 18, J is 19,
K is 20, L is 21, M is 22,
N is 23, O is 24, P is 25.
Yeah, and? What comes after that?
Q.
26!
You see, Wyra? You're so smart. Fun games to play while counting stairs, unable to breathe. I always think it's funny. They lost count for a second. I always think it's funny in, like, games or movies or TV shows or literally anywhere where they have people talking while running. I'm like, as a person with asthma who has played sports, you literally, like, with people who don't have asthma, nobody can talk while they're running. No one can talk while they're running.
And what does that mean?
Especially not this clearly.
That wasn't a 9 on the door.
It was a Q! A fucking lowercase q!
Yep, that's pretty much it. I guess to put it another way, you could say that it was a 9 in base 10, but a Q in base 27.
No one can talk while running. Swearing, yes, but no talking. Exactly. Or if it is talking, it's like one word, one syllable, that's it. Time for more running. God, my thighs are killing me. I swear, any moment now, I'm gonna tear a muscle. I feel like every single cell of my body is dying for air. Well, yeah, probably because you're talking so much. Damn, every breath I take is a chore now. 9 times out of 10, the word is stop. Yeah. Or no. I feel like my lungs are gonna burst. Maybe just a short rest. No, can't stop. Don't have time. Come on, legs. There can't be any more of these steps left. It's like run. Run like a bullet down a rifled barrel. Like a tornado cutting through a sea of clouds. I feel like we're running along the back of a giant coiled dragon. Finally. I don't want to listen to everyone breathing. Come on, Snake. You're superhuman, right? Jesus, I can barely breathe. No, Junpei, no time to rest. Pull yourself together. You're almost there.
Alright, I'm gonna open it.
Yeah.
Yes, we're finally here.
Please do.
Sure, you look like a big heavy door, but you're the only thing standing between me and my freedom. But even more important than that, you're the only thing standing between me and a canny. You're gonna open, and you're gonna open now. Akane vision. I felt a hand on my shoulder. It was Aoi's. He gave it a small, reassuring squeeze, and then he pushed me off into the ocean. Bye, idiot. I was so happy I felt like I could melt. My heart was at peace. And not only because my brother and I were back together again, thanks to the huge detective, all 9 of us who had been kidnapped were finally able to escape from the gigantic. On the distant horizon, we could see the faint outline of the ship as it sank. You're the door that shot my pa. Junpei, quit fucking around and open the damn door. Wait, how did Hongo escape the ship? I don't know. It gave a thunderous roar as it finally slipped beneath the waves. Its last cry echoed out across the ocean, and then it was gone.
It's over.
Aoi whispered.
Yeah.
It was over. It was finally over. Or was it? Was it really? No, that was wrong. That wasn't it at all. I was sure of it. This wasn't the end. It was only the beginning. This was only a prologue to what would happen in 9 years. Yes, finally, air. Damn, that sun is bright. I can barely see anything. Huh, I gotta admit, that doesn't look quite like... Wait.
No way.
They're in Nevada, aren't they? You've got to be shitting me.
It can't be.
This is...
Yep, they're in Nevada. I mean, the ship did sink.
This is the building in the Nevada desert.
the mock experiment building.
Oh my god. This whole time we were in Building Q.
It's such a dumb building. You're right, it's the shittiest. They couldn't even make it just look like a ship that was in the desert. They just said, yeah, fuck this shit up. This is the dumbest shape for a building I've ever seen. Somebody slapped random Legos together and said, that's a building now. Sure enough. There's a desert out there with mountains all around it. They had to build it one room at a time. Probably, and that's why they didn't think about what the architecture would look on the outside of the ship. Hello there, son. Boy, am I ever glad to see you. I don't think I've ever been so happy to see a sunrise. Huh? Did I just hear something fall? Hey, they're bracelets. The fact they had to flood an entire floor. Oh my god. Right, our bracelets. Our bracelets. I guess I've never really got a good look at the underside of one of those things. Let's see what's inside you. Just a little electronic chip, like an ATM card. In the middle of the desert. That's it. There's nothing else. Nothing that even looks like a detonator. There was never a detonator to begin with. Figures.
Akane.
Jumpy.
Huh. Guess it must be pretty crazy about the girl if I think I'm hearing her voice in the wind. No, she's just using your brain as a, storage space. I mean, one hell of a leap there, Junpei. How do you know what a detonator looks like? Hello? Oh. Is that it? Well, we gotta watch the credits now, because I never did before. Really? That was it? Huh. I don't know, it's kind of an anticlimactic ending. I mean, hell yeah, we finished it, but like, that's it? You can fix that? Amazing. Thank you. I love this collage of music on music. It's tasteful. So good. Love this. Ah. Oh god. Oh god. God damn it. Oh look, there's Junpei. He got all beaten up, probably. God, the only thing missing are car horns. You're right. I need a soundboard, and I'll just put car horns on it.
Okay?
Oh, come on. This is nothing.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't look okay.
It was just before the end of elementary school. Junpei and I were sitting next to each other on a small hill, looking down at the town as the sun slowly set.
How does it look then?
He was half serious and half joking. I thought about it for a minute first.
Well, let's see.
Junpei got the shit beaten out of him. Junpei has a can halfway lodged into his head from a nasty fall. These lumps are the cans trying to enter his body.
It looks like you kissed a toad and got warts, but then they just kept growing and growing and growing.
What does that even mean?
Junpei grinned and...
Ow, 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 ow.
See? I told you you're not okay. You're too reckless.
He looks like he was beaten with a club full of bees. I was thinking something similar. He just got attacked by bees.
You can't beat 5 8th graders, Jumpy. That's crazy.
Damn, Junpei's an idiot.
Yeah, but I couldn't just stand there. I mean, don't you think so? I had to do something.
Damn, I can't believe those 8th graders had a can of bees to spring on Junpei. Look at the Nevada desert go past. For an SUV, this thing has a pretty smooth ride. Sure was nice of someone to leave it for us outside the building, keys in the ignition and gas in the tank. Almost like it was a present, you know? Anyway, we jumped in and now here we are, screaming across the desert. Lotus is over there in the passenger seat. Snake and Seven and I are all squeezed into the back seat here. I still can't believe we let her drive.
This is so fun!
God damn, they let Clover drive. I love that.
This is so awesome! Driving is so great when there's nothing around, and there's no speed limit.
Hey, Clover, watch those bumps, alright? This car jumps even a little, and I think I'm gonna get crushed to death.
Hey, shut it. I can't help if I'm big, alright? Suck it up.
Why don't you drive, Seven?
I'm a cop. I ain't gonna break the law.
He doesn't have an international license.
And you do?
Yeah, but you could have sat in the passenger seat.
Oh, hell no. There's no way I'm giving this seat up. And Clover, there's no need to slow down.
Jesus Christ, Lotus, you're an enabler.
The car Santa and June are in should be somewhere down this road ahead of us.
Yeah, I saw some fresh tire tracks going out. There's no doubt about it.
Then we've got to hurry if we want to catch them, don't we? Sure thing!
Car Santa. Santa's got a car. Oh shit. Just like the movies. God damn it, she doesn't have to drive so fast. Man, I didn't even think a car like this could go this fast. We're sure throwing up a lot of dust. was a couple hours after we'd run into the junior high students. They'd been hiding in the bushes on the back of one of the hills, drenching a kitten in gasoline? What the fuck? The moment we saw what they were doing, Jumpy ran up to them furious.
Hey, what the hell are you doing?
Then he jumped on them. He quickly scooped up the kitten and tossed it to me. Right? What the fuck? I caught it and ran for the police station as fast as I could.
Help me! Officer, please! You have to come with me!
5 8th graders, what the hell? Yeah. The policeman and I headed back to the hill. All we found was Jumpy sprawled on the ground with a face covered in big, swelling lumps.
You couldn't run away after you threw the kitty to me?
I asked him. He stuck his tongue out through the hole in his mouth where a tooth had fallen out.
Yeah, I guess I coulda.
Then why didn't you?
I didn't want to. I wanted to beat him up. Beat him up real good.
I want to be big and strong.
Because of what they were doing to the kitty.
Yeah, that too, but I think they were the ones behind those murders our first semester. Remember?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean the bunnies?
Yeah, the bunnies.
He plucked some grass from the ground and tossed it into the wind.
They asked me what elementary school I was from, so I told them. And then they said they'd do the same thing to you that they did to the rabbits.
You couldn't run away after you threw the kitty to me? You don't think I tried? Look at me. And he like holds out his leg and it's broken.
I couldn't forgive him for that. So I... Hey, there's still some stuff I don't get.
Of course, they probably don't know any more than I do.
Like Ace. Well, I guess I should say Kentaro Hongo. Why did he create the Nonary project? Anybody? Any ideas?
Why don't you ask him yourself?
Well, yeah, I guess I could. Anybody spits out a tooth. What more proof?
He's still in the trunk, I assume?
He's still in the trunk? Yeah, he is. Still tied up, I'm assuming, with his mouth taped shut. Beautiful. Beautiful. I love this. His eyes just looked empty, no emotion. He looks like he's just given up. I wonder if he even cares what happens to him anymore.
Hey, were you listening to us?
Yeah, go ahead and try to pretend you weren't, you old bastard. Let's get that tape off your mouth.
Come on, I know you were. Answer me.
You could at least look at me when you talk, man.
I only wanted to see the faces. Human faces. I thought if I could gain the ability to access the morphic field set, then perhaps I could see faces. By peering into people's minds, you could understand how they were processing the expressions of others.
That's it?
Yes. If you want to put it simply.
I wanted to see them faces, yo.
If you are looking for a more philosophical answer, I could supply that as well. You see, the human collective consciousness...
I think that's enough out of you, pal. Time for the tape to go back on.
Alright, so what's your second question?
You said there were some things you didn't get, didn't you?
Well, somebody's a little nosy.
Well, my next question doesn't really have anything to do with you two. This is for you, Seven. It's about the whole Alice thing. What's the deal with that?
Well, see, 9 years ago, after I escaped from the Gigantic, I kept going after Hongo on my own, hoping I'd catch him when he finally slipped up. And during the course of my investigations, I learned a lot more about the Gigantic. I also found out about Gordain and Alice.
You're not really answering my question. Was there actually a girl who wouldn't melt at room temperature?
Sounds like Hongo has something to say. Alright, fine, I'll let you talk, but you gotta behave. It's a pretty big leap from being fed up with reading name tags to kidnapping and experimenting with children. Yeah. Yeah.
What?
Alice doesn't exist. 9 years ago, I found Alice's coffin behind the library on the bottom deck. There was nothing in it but the root of a peculiar plant. My research determined that it was a member of the genus Mandragora, of the family Solanaceae.
It's a mandrake.
I was able to extract a particular alkaloid from it.
to make sopril beta, wasn't it?
I used that extract to create sopril.
Yeah.
Its creation was a tremendous boon to my firm, and we grew rapidly.
Shit, this is gonna go on forever. Tape's going back on, Hongo. Damn, that's some good tape. The rest of my questions can wait a bit. For now, I think I'll just enjoy the ride.
Here, this is for you.
What's this?
This is a for you doll. His name is Junpei.
Jumpy pulled something out of his pocket and shoved out his arm toward me. In his hand was a doll made of yarn small enough to fit in his palm. It was a voodoo doll of Junpei. Junpei didn't know what it was, he just thought it was neat.
Jumpy, are you sure it's, for you, doll?
Huh? Yeah, the lady at the shop said so, that means it's for you, right?
Are you sure it's not a voodoo doll?
God damn it, it is a voodoo doll. How did I... Jesus Christ. Oh my god. I love this. Jesus, holy shit.
Wait, what? That's... Oh, man. Oh, man.
Well, it sure looks like a voodoo doll. I mean, you do know what a voodoo doll is used for, right?
That's how June got into Junpei's fucking head. She has a voodoo doll of Junpei.
Yeah, I guess calling it Junpei isn't a very good idea then.
Jesus Christ.
Why are you giving me this anyway? It just seems really sudden.
Junpei noticed that the lint in his pocket resembled a doll shape and decided to be sly and claim it's a for you doll. He wasn't confident in it. Thinking can backdoor.
Well, you know how after June, we aren't gonna get to see each other too much? I mean, we're gonna be in different schools, and I just thought I'd,
Oh, okay, well, how about we call it June, then?
Oh.
Okay. So, I wanted to give you this.
You sound like some sort of tribal chief in a bad movie.
What the fuck does that even mean?
Yes. I, head of tribe. This doll, traditional charm of tribe. So I give this, it me. So we always together.
Oh, Jumpy.
If something bad, then hold and pray. I go wherever you are. So here, take.
I reached my hand out and picked up the doll gently.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Jumpy.
And then immediately drive a pin straight through the heart. Before I knew it, I was crying. Tears streamed down my face and fell onto June's tiny yarn body.
Oh, Jumpy. I'll never forget you. I promise.
Jumpy looked straight into my eyes and said just 5 words.
I'll never forget you either.
You're a stupid, dumb idiot. The sky was a beautiful crimson red as it melted down toward the horizon. And then Junpei started drowning. The last golden rays of sunlight stretched out across the city and painted themselves across the hills. We sat, bathed in the warm light of evening. Just the two of us, in esophagus, leaning gently against one another, shoulder to shoulder. The sun set and we still didn't leave. We watched in silence as the darkness deepened and one by one the lights of the town began to flicker on. And then we were murdered because we were 2 children sitting on a hill in the middle of nowhere. There's still one thing I don't get. To be honest, it's the biggest mystery as far as I'm concerned, and also the only one that's really important. It has to do with June and Akane. 9 years ago, she died in the incinerator on the Gigantic. But she's still alive now as June. But how? Was it because I tapped into the Morphic field set and saved her 9 years ago? Alright, let's say that makes some kind of insane sense. In the middle of nowhere with roaming packs of fucked up 8th graders. If I did that, then... how do I make sense of what Seven remembers? Snake makes sense. He's blind. He couldn't have seen her body anyway. But 7, he said he was sure he saw it. Does that mean there's some kind of historical discrepancy? Or, wait, maybe that's not it at all. There is one other logical explanation. Was what you told me the truth, 7? You look satisfied. No. No way. He couldn't...
Hey, look! Over there. There's somebody next to the road.
Huh?
What?
Hmm?
Is that a leg? Oh! What? That's Alice. The burning gaze in the Nevada sun pounded down on her head. The desert around her rippled with heat. Standing there on the shimmering plain was a woman with her arm out and her thumb up. It would not be long before Junpei realized who she was. Isn't she in Virtue's Last Reward? Yeah. She's in the second game. I think. Yep, I was right. Don't forget your towel. Oh, hell yeah. Yes. Save. Yes. Fuck you, June. And we've completed it. Oh yeah, look at that nice flow chart. We completed everything. We got all of it. Dang, it's nice. Nope. Nope. Escape. Gimme. Her outfit is barely any better. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that is 999. We have finished nonary game, the first part, at least. That's generous calling it an outfit. Yeah. What does preview do? Preview A. Seek a way out. Seek a door that carries a 9. Unfortunately, that's the wrong answer. Actually, I'm Santa. Oh, that's just these ones. And then Memories of the Escape. I have all of them. Yee. So that's all like the important trailers for the game. Yeah, that's it. We got everything in 999. Well, I am very tired. But yeah, we finally finished the game. It has been a fun run. Memories of the Escape are equal Junpei's scrapbook. Awesome. Hell yeah. Well, we did it. We finished 999. Whew. Honestly, I mean, like, I was a little disappointed with how heavily June, like, the story relied on June. Mostly because, like, I don't feel like her character was written well enough and developed well enough for that to have been a satisfying end. You know? Like, it just felt a little too forced. I mean, it made sense with what they had been building up, but, Defo could have been better, but it was still a fun game. I still had a good time playing it. And I love most of the characters in the game, too. And, like, I'm excited to play the next game. That's for sure. I don't think I'll jump into, yeah, I don't think I'll jump into VLR right away. I think I'll play some other games first just to, like, cleanse my palate so I don't just jump right in. You know what I mean? But yeah. This has been 999. I hope you guys had fun. I know I had a good time. And well, yeah, I was I was a little tired today because I already had a 11-hour work day and then came home and just went straight to this. Whatever you do, do not read anything about it. It's really easy to... Yeah, I don't look up anything that I'm into at all. Oh, jeez, you crazy. Honestly, this was my wind down time. I actually have, like, I think, a 7-hour shift tomorrow as well. Which isn't as bad, but today was fucking wild. Woke up at 9:30. Well, no, I woke up at 8. I went to work, and then I got home, a little before 9. So I was gone for a long time. I am a little crazy, though. But yeah, I'm gonna conk out real good and get those goodsies. I hope you guys have good sleep too. I'm happy you guys stuck with me through 999, and I hope you continue sticking with me like glue or gum on the bottom of a shoe. Get them sobrial snoozes. How did you know I take drugs to sleep? Anyway, I love you guys so much. I will keep you updated on when I go live next. Hopefully Melt you'll start to actually get notifications. Is this bedtime crab rave? It's bedtime crab rave. The crab, I won't miss it this time. Yeah. Hell yeah. Well, I will see you next time then. Even I have to make my own app. You do what you gotta. You do what you gotta. Well, love you guys. Good night.